I am just trying to get home to my little girl's birthday. If everybody will stay out of my way, then nobody will get hurt.
Give me some money.
Give us your briefcase.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
The time has come
Move up or move back, you dumb bitch.
for Bill Foster to fight back.
You forgot the briefcase.
And what would a white guy in a white shirt and tie be doing in gangland?
In America, we have the freedom of speech. The right to disagree.
What kind of vigilante are you?
I am not a vigilante. Just standing up for my rights as a consumer. Hi, I'd like some breakfast.
We stop serving breakfast at 11:30.
Have you ever heard the expression, the customer is always right?
Yeah, well, hey, I'm really sorry.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm really sorry, too.
We got a nutcase with a bag full of guns. He's in Hollywood right now, and he's heading west.
Excuse me. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but there's other people waiting to use the phone here.
He has a propensity for violence.
Think it's out of order?
Yeah, I think you can say that.
Past the point of no return.
If you go up against this guy, be careful.
Michael Douglas, Robert Duvall, Falling Down.
I'm the bad guy?
All right. Hey, everyone.
What's up?
Hey.
Hey.
So, yeah, today, as you can tell, that we are going to be watching A Christmas Carol by that opening.
Nice.
But, this lovely day, I have Luke Galliardo, box office brawler, and
going?
Matt from Hardcut.
What's up? Hey, thanks for having us, Megan.
Yeah,
looking
appreciate
forward
it.
to it.
Yeah, thanks for
I
coming.
have a question kind of at the top. When you
Yeah.
put together when you found that trailer, where'd you find it without music?
So Kyle did that. He spliced it up to where he took out the music because with
Okay.
it actually it wouldn't pass YouTube standards.
Yeah. Right,
their
that makes
guidelines.
That's so lame.
Yeah.
Let us
I wasn't
have
sure if
fun
it was gonna
for
have the
Pete's
same
sake.
effect, but it had the same effect. It was cool.
No, That's that cool. was good.
Mm.
I miss trailers with the voiceover. That the guy who used to do trailer voiceovers, his name was Don DeLaFontaine, and he was the guy that said "in a world." That's that's him. That was the guy in that trailer. So.
Yeah, that's iconic. Yeah, they kind of. When did they stop that? I feel like that was like mid to late 2010,
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I always liked that too. I guess that now you got the honest trailer guy. He sort of took his place, but that's parody.
Yeah, that guy's not as good.
No, not even near. I stopped watching him a long time ago.
Yeah, they kind of cucked.
Yeah, they did.
Well, there's one guy. It's Pete Gustin who does. He's also the blind surfer, but he also does he's a voice actor and he does a lot of those really cool voices. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he does not the same though. Not the same.
Gosh, man. Something I like about this trailer or that intro you had was it just shows you how eerie this movie is too. I was really surprised. I watched this a long time ago, and I remember the first time I saw it. I watched it because Drinker recommended it, and it was early on before Luke was in the picture, not in a weird dating way, but before he started coming over to watch movies at the Gen Z Reviews, and it was just my Uncle Jordan and I, and we were watching it. And we just weren't into it. And then I watched it again for this stream, and man, this is a solid movie. My gosh, I'm so glad you brought us together to talk about this because it's definitely one of a kind.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael Douglas, it's a weird point in his career too, because I know obviously Michael Douglas as an old man. I've also seen some of his films from early in his years, and this was a weird midpoint where he's old, but he's not that old because he is so old now. I mean, he looks like a totally different person. It's weird.
Yeah, I've seen with Kyle this, and no, I watched this on my own, and then I watched it with Kyle. We watched The Game together, which I really liked Michael Douglas in.
Great movie.
I need to watch it again because I feel like I missed a lot of things, but the ending is so good.
It's such a great ending. One of the best endings actually, but that's solid. Now this movie though, this movie shows you that Joel Schumacher was actually a great director as long as he didn't touch Batman. He was phenomenal. So just the visual language of this movie, the way the lighting looks, everything about it is just solid.
Did he do Val Kilmer Batman?
He did Val Kilmer and George Clooney.
Oof.
Oh,
man, double negative.
That was a rough one.
He's the one that put. Yeah, everyone always says the Clooney suit's got nipples on it.
Yeah,
no,
nipples,
actually Val Kilmer's suit had nipples on it. That's actually the first one. But yes, so he's the one that sort of ruined Batman. But he was a great director though.
Yeah, I was looking at his tenure. I didn't recognize most of those movies. I mean, it's never a good sign when two iconically bad movies are at the top of the list. Because I remember I was looking at them, and you had both those Batmans, and I'm like, crap, should I even keep looking?
Well, but you also got Lost Boys, A Time to
Mm.
Kill, Phone Booth. He was good. Like he was a really good director.
Hmm.
St. Elmo's Fire.
Yeah, that one sticks out to me. I see like the picture of number 23 with Jim Carrey.
Oh,
and it
fuck
looks
that
like
movie.
he's...
That
No,
movie
you didn't
sucked.
like that?
That movie sucked.
Oh, gosh.
That one
What
was a
about-
weird one for sure.
Yeah.
Was Flatliners any good?
I watched that one.
It's
Was that
got like
with
an okay
Nicolas Cage?
story. No. Flatliners was with Julia Roberts, Kiefer Sutherland. God, who else was in? Oh, William Baldwin, the one that was in Backdraft.
Mm.
It's kind of a cool movie. It's like it's a cool story. They remade it a few years ago, but I heard the remake absolutely sucked. But it is one of those movies where you could remake it and do something cool with it. You know.
I could see them remaking this with modern commentary so hard.
Oh,
That's
like
such
yeah,
a scary thought.
Yes, I completely agree with you. Like, I mean, they're sort of like a sympathetic, almost tone or point of view towards the Michael Douglas character. But if they made this now, no, it would be fuck that white guy. Look at these unstable white people. Like any moment they'll snap. That's what it would be.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's like all uncomfortable around black people, and
yeah. And like even this movie like goes out of the way to basically show that he's not like a race. He doesn't care. Like he's not that kind of person. When he goes to the army surplus store, and then like the bad guy from World War II that works there, he's like dropping like homophobic slurs and stuff, and Michael Douglas is like completely turned off about yeah. But if you were to make that nowadays, he'd be like, yeah.
Be on his side.
Man.
That's why I'm excited to talk about this with you guys, because it's so hard to kind of pinpoint where he is within his journey and also at the end. Because he is a little bit of, like Matt said, he's a sympathetic character to a point, but he just makes so many bad choices. I'm hoping at the end, what I sent you guys on Instagram, we can kind of pinpoint where he is with like chaotic good. Let's see, what were the other ones? But if like neutral good, true neutral, neutral evil, chaotic evil, stuff like that, because it was hard to decipher at times.
I think it's funny how he makes a lot of bad choices, but I think what makes this movie so interesting and like memorable is that a lot of these situations are like his fury is reasonable, right? And like you could see yourself like in the back of your mind maybe making a choice he makes at some points in this movie, and it's like at the end of the movie he asks the question, am I the bad guy? And it's like you think back and you realize, oh, I might have done a few of those things. I'm probably the bad guy too. So it's pretty interesting and special in that way.
We always say we don't want our intrusive thoughts to, kick in, but this dude's intrusive thoughts he is acting out. It's hilarious.
Well, it's like it's one of those movies where all the situations that he's in that makes him snap, you just completely relate to, and like it's a cathartic. It's there for a catharsis. Like you're watching the movie and you're like, yeah, like you put yourself in his shoes and you want to be doing all this shit that he does. And I guess my only criticism towards the film, and like it's kind of the point of the movie, so it's kind of dumb that I'm criticizing the point of the movie, but he's like, they set him up, even aside from just the day that he's having and he snaps, they set him up to where he's just like already kind of unstable as it is with his family and all that. I would have preferred it if he was actually just a normal guy, like you, me, whoever. And just for whatever reason that day just snapped.
We can tell.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of like him being the crazy guy the whole time, and that he had like, I like this as a glimpse into the the modern American man dealing with troubles as it comes, because like you said, there's not many moments in this movie where you haven't been in that situation and you haven't been pissed about it. And that's rare. Like, it's like nowadays, so many stories are so watered down and filtered that they don't want to comment negatively on a lot of common sense problems that we have, because I actually don't really know the reason why. I think we see a lot of the the issues that he deals with in this movie. And I don't think there's anything controversial about being annoyed by them, yet we don't see anything like that in anything now. It's weird. And I think that's such an easy way to win the audience over, to pose these real world problems that we all are uncomfortable with, and show our hero vault past them or engage with them head on. And we don't see that at all. It's sort of a lost art, a lost concept. It's very strange.
Yeah,
he's not afraid to be confrontational. So yeah, that's what I really like about him. There's no holds bar. He is doing what he wants to do. Before we jump in, I kind of go into a quick synopsis. We have Ian saying bat nipples, waiting for you guys to bring up Schumacher's Batman movies. Another one from Ian. Another one is Phantom of the Opera with Gerard Butler and Emmy Rossum.
Gerard Butler.
Not knowing.
I haven't seen anything with him in it except the what is it, Greenland? Is that what it's called?
You ever seen 300?
Oh, I love.
I saw a little bit of 300, man. I couldn't do it. Zack Snyder, man. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Can't
this is the Zack Snyderiest movie that he's ever made, but it's actually like one of his best movies. It's
Are you talking about Rebel Moon?
Yes. Rebel Moon Part 2. Yes.
Yeah, that was your favorite, Matt. I could tell.
It was so good. So good.
Nice. That's good. Yeah, let's hear the synopsis.
All right. So, Falling Down, it was filmed shown in 1993 by Joel Schumacher. We have Michael Douglas as William or Bill Foster. We have Barbara Hershey, Elizabeth or Beth, Rachel Ticotin, yeah. Ticotin, thank you.
I think that's how you say her name. Yeah. The chick from Total Recall.
Yeah. As Detective Sandra, Robert Duvall as... I even spelled that wrong here. Detective Prendergast. I was saying Pendergast. It's Prendergast. Prendergast. And Raymond Barry as Captain Yardley. There's other people, but I just kind of picked a couple of them because you don't really get to
Captain
see
Yardley. I have no idea who that is. That must be one of the douche cops.
It is.
No, that was the captain. Yeah.
Captain guy.
Yeah. So Rotten Tomatoes, I noticed that it had a flaw in their synopsis. So their synopsis is a middle-aged man dealing with both unemployment and divorce. William Foster is having a bad day. When his car breaks down on Los Angeles highway, he leaves his vehicle and begins his trek across the city to attend his daughter's birthday party. As he makes his way through the urban landscape, William's frustration and bitterness becomes more evident, resulting in violent encounters with various people, including a vengeful gang and dutiful veteran cop, Robert Duvall. So, yeah, the car breaking down, not correct.
Yeah, that's
he just gets out in traffic. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, would that be better that his car broke down? No, I like that he just left it.
Yes, that's way better.
And one of the things
that's a totally different introduction to the character, right? I mean, this is like the first step towards seeing just how frustrated of a man he is.
Mm-hmm.
You take that out and, it doesn't really do a proper job of establishing what we're in for here.
I mean, it does show that this bad, almost you could say kind of bad luck, but he puts himself in scenarios as well, just kind of keeps happening to him. But yeah, my thing is, I would say he's more of an everyman who is a proxy for the viewer, makes questionable life choices, and goes about his day while chaos ensues. It's kind of a little bit of what I thought it was. And then I also said that he feels like an RPG, like Grand Theft Auto, where he just picks up more weapons as he goes. But it's weird. He picks them up and then disposes of them pretty quickly. There's a couple times like, why didn't you just keep that? I'm pretty sure it's not a one-off.
He's just not interested, like he's not anticipating his next move. He's just kind of like a shark going wherever, just moving forward.
Trying to pick up trouble anywhere he goes.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of it like as a video game too, because obviously there are like so many levels of him, like, taking the next step. And, every time he takes the next step, he kind of, we see just how crazy he gets. And it's funny, like you see him level up and is crazy, but he's always been sort of that crazy this whole time, especially, by the end of the movie, when we get to the the really damning moment where he's watching those old, family videos, and you saw that he's kind of been, erratic this whole time.
Yeah,
Even from that time. I mean, that was a rough watch.
Yeah. Again, that's the stuff that, in my opinion, kind of weakens the movie a bit, is that whole aspect of it. But it's still a solid movie.
Yeah. And one other thing that I like about this movie is I love the camera angles. The camera angles are so amazing. They're so great. So we get the opening shot of, I don't know, would you consider this? I'm gonna bounce back to Matt. I know Matt and Bobby are really great with camera angles and definitions and whatnot. It's not a pulling, but it's like pushing through the perspective inside the car as he's sitting down. Oh, I see.
That is a really long lens right there, so it compresses the image, and basically like everything in back of him is just really out of focus, but he looks like he's just like really punched in front and center in focus. So you usually use those sorts of angles to like show to really focus on something, really focus on a character. And I can't remember who the DP was on this movie, the director of photography, but it was someone really good. And the movie almost has that like like late 80s, early 90s Tony Scott look to it, where it's got that it's Andres Bart. I can never pronounce this guy's last name. I think he's a Polish director of photography. He went on to direct, I think, a Steven Seagal movie with Jet Li.
Ooh,
back
Steven
in the
Seagal.
day.
Yeah.
But anyways, this guy is like he's a really talented cinematographer, but everything has that like amber, like sort of warm color palette, that orangey color palette that just makes you feel like you're in Los Angeles, and it's like a disgusting hot day. But yeah, that camera angle, like just the sweat on him,
Yeah.
you just feel everything,
And the annoying fly that just is on the back of his neck. His AC either is super low or just doesn't work whatsoever. So you just feel just uncomfortable. I've never been to Los Angeles, but I can imagine how fucking hot it is in that car.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. I used to live there, like where I used to live right there. And this is like the perfect depiction of what it's like on the 405 trying to get to work. It sucks. And yeah, if you've been to LA, or if you live in LA, you definitely like completely relate to this dude. And it's cool because geographically they are pretty accurate as to like his trek in Los Angeles. They certainly nailed the sort of neighborhoods that he goes into.
Really?
That's exactly what LA feels like. So like this movie, and if you watch Collateral or Heat, all those movies, that's like legitimately what Los Angeles feels like.
Well, Heat and Casino are on my next watches because I've not seen either one of those.
Ooh. That's not on Heat. I haven't seen Casino yet, but
oh, it's so good.
Back to this opening scene. I can't speak for like the weather because Jackson, we're pretty cold over here. But this scene, I loved this scene because it just put me in a bad mood almost, because like I was just getting irritated seeing the fly, the way they were moving the camera and the camera angles, just like gave you the feeling, like almost the same feeling he had, like stressed out, so much frustration. You just see all the cars and the traffic, and this makes you understand his feeling, all of his intrusive thoughts. I would have wanted to get out of the car and run about and get out of there as soon as I could. But yeah, it was a great opening. That really grasped my attention right away.
I also want to mention real quick that the director of photography was the same guy who was the director of photography on Speed, and that's a fucking great looking movie as well, and also feels very Los Angeles.
So Matt, why do you know like the camera angle stuff so much? What's the reason for that?
It's what I do for a living.
Okay. Like outside of YouTube, cool. or is it like the YouTube thing, or is it like another aspect, like career?
No, I'm just like involved in like media.
Oh, cool.
So
nice.
Yeah, like this is just my field.
Sweet.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
I always thought that the Los Angeles traffic was like in La La Land, where they just get out of their car and start dancing. That doesn't happen, nice. Matt. Is that what you're saying?
Fuck that movie.
Oh, what movie is it? What are you?
La La Land.
So Matt,
look, all right. So it's like I hate musicals in general, so that just like takes out an entire genre of movies that I can't stand. So, but no, it's not like that. The traffic's like that though. But if everyone started singing and dancing, everyone everyone would be pissed off. So
Matt, when my my pops was watching the Scream stream that we had, and on Kyle's channel, and he was wondering, what do you like? Because you hated all those movies. Like, what's your thing? If you could like maybe just tell us quickly, like, what?
Falling Down.
Okay, so this is one.
There we go.
Nice, good.
I like tons of shit, but like the stuff that I don't like, and of course I'm very opinionated about.
What about Marvel movies?
I like some of them, but even like in phase 1, when everyone was blowing those movies, there's lots of shitty movies even in phase 1. So like Thor 1 is pretty
Thor, yeah, I was
pretty
thinking
gay.
Thor.
I'm like in the minority, but I fucking hate Captain America 1.
Oh,
I hate it.
Get him out.
I
Get him outta here.
legitimately hate that movie.
You're
Like right when it
tripping.
starts getting good and you're seeing Captain America do some cool shit, they turn it into a fucking montage. Like I wanted to
That's
see
true.
like the actual missions that he was doing, but no, like it's just relegated to dumb montage. Fuck that movie. I hate that shit.
Oh,
And it looks fake as hell. That movie
They
looks
want to
like
scare
garbage.
him off.
we had some extended moments. I mean, him doing some German busting.
No,
Yeah,
it was
the whole chase scene and everything.
fuck that movie.
Oh, dang.
Okay,
All
back
right.
to Falling Down, a movie that Matt
Sorry
does
for that.
like. No, you're good. So as we've talked about, so we have Bill in his car. He's extremely upset. We have this really cool shot where it's going through Bill's car into the cars in front of him, then over to a bus where all these kids are just laughing and throwing stuff out of the window. And then we get to see two guys one guy's on the phone just cursing at another person and yelling at the traffic. And so he's just in this frame of mind of just anger and resentment, and just all those intrusive thoughts are probably going on in his head. And he did probably I've wanted to do this in Chicago traffic, where I just want to go. I just want to leave. I want to drive on the shoulder. I don't care if there are pieces of glass or if I'm going to run over whatever. I just want to get this next exit. It's right there. But yeah, of course you abide by the law and stay in lane, even though it sucks. But he does everything that we want to do. He pulls off to the side of the road, just hops out of his car. And when a person inevitably says, "Where are you going?" he says, "I'm going home." And he just leaves. He leaves his car there, which, question, because I don't know much about cars, sadly. He doesn't leave his car in the ignition. He takes it with him. Can he still push his car without, I would assume the brake is on and that he took his keys with him. So how are they able to push his car over to the shoulder? Kind of jumping ahead a little bit.
I kind of just brushed that away.
Yeah, I thought they definitely put it in neutral.
Yeah,
but I think he definitely put it in neutral.
He
Didn't
left
he?
his keys in
Didn't
the
one of the
car.
Didn't somebody step in, like go into the car for a moment?
Yeah, I think the cop, somebody did in order to kind of steer I thought it was just steering the wheel and kind of pushing it off to the side.
I just saw two people. I saw somebody because one of the guys, he was pushing it up, and they both let go, so he was kind of just stuck there. So I don't think anyone was in the car. I didn't see anyone get out.
I don't remember. Like I always remember like him just leaving his car with his keys, but he takes his keys with him. You're probably right. I can't remember. That's so good. Like all the sound design though, and like everything building up to him leaving.
Good.
Yeah.
And this is kind of what I like as well. So we have Bill stuck in traffic, but then we also have Detective Prendergast. Prendergast.
I
I keep want to say Goss for some reason.
Yeah, that's not right.
Prendergast. I need to tap into my Midwest roots. Prendergast. And he is stuck in the same traffic, but he has the almost like the complete opposite. Just the happy-go-lucky guy who's just looking at a billboard that's funny because somebody has graffiti on it, a stick figure and a woman's cleavage, and he finds amusement. He's like, I'm stuck in traffic, just another day. So I like that, to see the complete opposite of what Bill's going through.
Can I say something?
Go
So
ahead.
I was reading about, because I watched this a few days ago, so I wanted to just kind of reacquaint myself with some of the, I don't know, just the moments of the film that I forgot about. And I was reading this review of somebody saying that he had Robert Duvall had an understated performance, or it was like underappreciated. I'm thinking like he was good in this, but it was okay. I didn't think it was anything special.
Well, I think what you said first was accurate, like understated, and that's kind of what Duvall was known for. And it's like there's nothing flashy about the performance, but that's also what makes it good. And it's always harder to play those more everyman characters than it is to play the Michael Douglas character. Like I always hate, like, there's a movie, there's the joke, never go full retard, but like if an actor plays someone who's retarded, they're always up for a fucking Oscar. And that's the joke. But like, to me, that's the easiest thing to play because you have so much stuff to play with. Whereas like playing the more straight guy, this straight-laced dude, that's hard. That really is hard to like make that interesting. Because again, you don't have that much to draw from. You're not as flashy. And I think that Duvall was sort of the king of those performances. Like, he was really good at that. And even in this movie, when you watch him, like, yeah, you're right. But if you go back and you actually just pay attention to his performance, there's a lot of subtleties in there that he does, that he always does. That's like very, like, there's Duvallisms, I think he's very good in this movie. I think it's one of his stronger performances. But you're right. I don't think that it's not like, I'm just saying, it's not like he's in what's that movie he's in, or the Godfather movies 1 and 2. It's not like that, of course, but even those movies, he's pretty understated. That's
a fair point.
Yeah, I mean, I watched him in this, and maybe even just a lukewarm take. I wasn't a huge fan of his storyline. It was so boring. I called the storyline with Bill was such an action-packed, really great, and then you had the Beast plot, and I just called it boring. And in my notes, I'm like, okay, we're slowing down again.
Yeah, no, I agree with
get more
that.
exposition.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I mean, I'm just objectively setting his performance aside. Not necessarily kind of going where it places with the story, but I agree. It's like those parts in the movies that when you get to there, you're just like, I want to see Michael Douglas. Let's get back to that.
I bet his character and his plot line, I bet a lot of it was just kind of trying to bring you back to reality because of just how chaotic and intense Michael Douglas's storyline was. I think with horror you always need a break, and with thrillers you need a break there, and I think he played this whole movie's about present troubles, right? And a lot of issues we all deal with every day, and his side of the story sort of offered a different glimpse that was sort of even more low key, the issues he had with his wife and with his coworkers that was way more level-headed, obviously. And he offered a totally different perspective on how to handle all those, right? I mean, he was very patient and calm, and he was the rational critical thinker here that made, if he was put in the same shoes as Michael Douglas in all those situations, I think we see how different it would have been.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't super sympathetic, but he was so almost childlike whenever he spoke to anyone. Just so overly sympathetic. Like, oh, Detective Sandra, you want to go out to eat, or just oh, I understand that you were, when he talks to the captain, he's like, well, you can spend more time with your daughters if my daughter died. And we lost my daughter. Like,
downer.
Yeah. But it just was so ridiculous that it was, but he's just so soft and sweet about it. And he gets reprimanded and he just annoyed me so much.
He's an old man. They're all that way.
He's so soft. He's so soft. It was so annoying. My favorite was the end when he's with Bill's daughter and he's joking around. He's like, what's your first name? Mud. He's like, no, it's not. Like, well, it's my wife's going to be really upset, so it's going to be Mud to her.
Nice.
But Robert Duvall, so I think I've seen him, obviously, in The Godfather, but The Judge. I really liked him in The Judge. He was great.
Yeah,
he was stern. Yeah. Yeah. And then the kid film, Kicking and Screaming, with Will Ferrell. So yeah, that was pretty great. He was awesome.
Good.
He has sort of a cameo appearance in the movie. Have you ever seen The Road with Viggo Mortensen? It's based on the Cormac McCarthy novel. It's one of the most fucking depressing movies you will ever watch. And it's a movie that I think men really relate to when they watch it. But it's a fucking depressing. It's like, just imagine Mad Max, but like real and depressing. That's kind of
I
what
like
it is.
depressing.
But anyways, Duvall comes in at one point, and he's like only in it for maybe 5 minutes, but he's so good in like the 5 minutes that he's in. So if you want to see a good Duvall performance, I recommend watching The Road.
Okay.
Yes,
The
brutal
Road.
fucking movie. It's the guy who wrote the book No Country for Old Men. It's a book that he wrote.
Oh, nice. I
And
love that movie.
That sounds sweet.
yeah, it's the book got, like, I read the book before I saw the movie, and like that book, fuck yeah, it like it got to me. So
Wow, it got you crying.
no.
Hey,
Told you, he likes depression.
You know what? I respect any man that cries watching a movie or enjoying any piece of art. So no hate. I want every movie to make me weep. I beg. I want to be. I want to weep. I want it to be so good. I weep.
Every Tuesday night, nice.
Yeah, we weep together, all three of us.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, really quickly before we jump into the rest of the movie, Kyle, I agree with
Kyle's
Matt.
here.
Making him a normie would have made the film even better.
Yeah,
I agree.
And I do think that's also an issue with the Duvall character as well, is when you go back to him, you're dealing with like, okay, Michael Douglas really is just like an unstable psychopath. And so that B plot is just constantly reminding you of that. So to me, that's less interesting. It'd be more interesting if the character was just a normal person. So I stand by that.
I don't know. I feel like the stakes being high with will the cops be there when he arrives is kind of interesting. Because he's taunting his wife consistently.
But they could have just played on the fact that as the day was going on, he was becoming more and more crazy, as opposed to him just having.
I think that's what you expect, right? I think they were trying to, like turn the tables there, because obviously you wouldn't expect that he was crazy this whole time, and we're just slowly unraveling that.
That's true. Yeah. All right, Ian. A good one with Gerard Butler is Dear Frankie, where Emily Mortimer hires him to pretend to be her deaf son's dad. Interesting. I've never heard of. Yeah,
I've heard of it. Never seen it though.
Just a couple more. Cause I always feel bad because I'm like throwing stuff in the chat. I'm like, I'm really terrible at keeping up, and I'm like, I should probably do this more often. So Ian, again, Hitchcock could have done a movie with this in the 50s or 60s. It's very Hitchcockian type movie.
It is, yeah. It is.
That'd be interesting.
DP.
Yeah, I can never pronounce his name. The last name.
Bard Kowiak?
Wow, yeah.
Bard
fucking Polacks.
Hey, that's me.
Rude. Don't diss on the cat, Matt.
I like Captain America, the character, and I like Chris Evans playing him. That's not the problem. I just fucking hate the first movie. It sucks.
Get him in.
2 and 3 are good though.
And then Kyle, Cap's classic. I'm with you, Ian.
Everyone's against Ian here.
Dog piling on Matt.
One man band.
Thanks, Kyle. Personally, think Robert Duvall's best performance is.
I need to see that.
Lions.
I bought that on Blu-ray recently. It's good, huh? You like it?
I've never seen it. Did you say you saw it, Luke?
Okay,
I haven't seen it.
I think I've seen it once. I
thought it was a baseball movie this whole time, but no, there's real lions in
it.
Isn't it him and Michael Caine? If I remember correctly? Yeah.
And then Judge is definitely another great film. Thanks, Ian.
Judge is a good one.
And last one, don't forget Duvall's Charging John Wayne in True Grit.
Haven't seen
it. Okay. So after actually not even after, it's while the car's being pushed, Robert Duvall lets the guys, I guess the cop, know that he's with, that it's his last day. So it's that fun movie trope. It's my last day.
Day of the job. Yeah.
For some reason, I thought that was said in The Simpsons. So I'm a big Simpsons fan, but no, it was I think a German Shepherd that Chief Wiggum, the police officer cartoon character, he lets the dogs go, or lets a dog go, and then it runs away after sniffing something and then running away. It's like, it was that dog's last day. So so I think that's where I was getting it from. There's actually two references. So that one, and then Frank Grimes. Which, have you guys watched The Simpsons at all?
Not really.
Very little.
It's been like 30 years, maybe.
Jeez Louise, you guys are missing out. Okay.
Wait, you still watch it? Like I heard.
No, not the new stuff.
Okay, good,
The
good.
old
'Cause I heard it sucked. Like
There's
started sucking 20 years ago. You know?
There's been
Wow.
stuff like the stuff that will happen, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a Simpsons reference right there. It's really ridiculous how intertwined it is in my brain. But yeah, Frank Grimes was actually my first I guess initiation into this Bill Foster, which I thought was interesting. So Frank Grimes works with Homer Simpson. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but since Homer is just a dumbass, he has to keep protecting him from just doing stupid stuff, like where Homer thinks that he's drinking coffee, but goes to pick up a thing of acid, and so he slaps it out of his hand, destroys the wall. His boss comes over. He says, "Who did that?" Homer points at Frank Grimes. He did it. So he gets in trouble. It all builds up. And so Frank Grimes believes that if he just acts like Homer, he can get away with everything. And so he just doesn't put on gloves to touch electrical wires and just fries himself. He's like, nothing will happen to me because I'm Homer Simpson. And he fries himself. So that was my initiation into Bill Foster.
Okay.
Yeah. I know you guys wanted to hear my life story about that.
What does that have to do with the scene?
It doesn't, but I'm just saying, right?
I'm like trying to see the connection here.
I'm gonna boot you out, Jackson.
I
Strike
deserve it.
one.
I'm
Strike
a bully,
one.
man. I'm a bully.
Getting out of here.
See what I have to do with
I can see it, Luke. I
I
can see
bully
it.
Luke behind the scenes.
Yeah. 24/7.
Yeah.
Rude. Okay. Let's see. After this.
That's fun that you just fast forward through the movie. I like that. You
Yeah.
use the
So
film
cool
itself
concept.
as a reference.
Yeah. So at this point, Bill goes to a payphone and calls his ex-wife. Doesn't say anything, but realizes that he needs more change, which kids today, payphones needed quarters. And so you needed change to actually make phones or make a phone call. So yeah, crazy. So he realizes he doesn't have enough. He goes into the convenience store. And this is where I think when I watched the beginning of it before I said that I wanted to do a live stream on it. And then I watched up to this point and I go, oh my gosh, this is such a great film. I'm so glad I picked this one. Just, yeah. So he's looking to get change for his dollar and he finds a pop that he wants. And this guy, Mr. Lee, says, well, that's 85 cents. And he's like, well, how about it needs to just be 50 cents. How about I give you $1, you give me 50 cents back, and then we're all good. And he's like, no, 85 cents. And so you have these dueling people that are just so hard-headed, they're not going to back down. And then all you can do is just resort to violence. But I love he's upset at the price, and he's upset that he doesn't speak perfect English, even though he's Korean.
85 cent.
You gotta say the V's.
Yeah.
85. Oh, so good. So yeah, that happens, and then eventually he just resorts to violence, where he realizes that he's not backing down, and he needs this change. So when Mr. Lee pulls out a bat, he wrestles it from him, and then comes in with how much is all this stuff worth? How much are these donuts? Wrong answer. Yeah. So it's so good. He just fucks up his shop, and just on the precedent of things are too expensive here, and this is just ridiculous. Which, question to you, the panel, would you say that this is it? Because I mean, I've come across convenience stores that just have outlandish prices, and I don't know sometimes when it's not in the best neighborhood, is it because it's not in the best neighborhood and because things get stolen, or do you think it's just because they can mark up the prices as much as they want? So that was my question.
That's probably a combination of both, I would imagine. But either way, like, we've all been in a situation like that's why this movie's so good. Is everything he gets into, it's like we've all been in a situation like that before. and the scene is no different. I like when you're skimming through the movie, like every shot you land on is like a good looking frame.
That's a solid
Beautiful.
shot. Yeah.
This is like such a fucking awesome looking movie, you know? And like I just miss movies looking like films, you know? Like this movie, the cinematography is just like top notch. Every frame you land on, it seriously just looks fantastic.
There was one where he's picking out this one.
There's a good
where
one.
he's
Yeah,
where
it's
he's
great.
picking out his drink.
man.
There's like kind of, is it a little bit of a
That looks so good.
yeah.
All these shots
Such a-
are great. You're
Such a
right.
fantastic looking movie.
Man, it looks like a horror movie. There's something about it. I can't exactly pinpoint what it is, but when I was watching this, other than like it being like eerie and him just being on edge at all times, it just kind of felt like a horror movie the way it was shot. I can't exactly describe why that is, but
Well, to
I
me,
don't know.
to me, it looks more like a music video. And then back in the day, especially like early 2000s, a lot of these music video directors started making horror films, and so that kind of set the standard as like what, like if you think about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake from 2003 or whatever, that was made by a music video dude, and like that kind of set the standard of, all right, this is what horror movies look like now, you know.
Is that remake any good? I've never seen this.
Probably not.
Well, don't ask me. I fucking hate it. So a lot of people
Matt
like
hates
it. Though.
everything.
It probably sucks.
The original's
the
the only good
original.
one.
Yeah, the original's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna take too long to get to the shop, but it feels like it's a little bit of a Dutch angle, but I love how it's inside the refrigerator. Like, you know what everyone could do over the shoulder? It's so great to actually be in it with him, just seeing how annoyed he is with everything, and then he's finally getting a break or reprieve, actually where it's in a place that's cold, and then putting the Coke on his face.
What was your question? You asked us a question.
Yeah, if it was the convenience store just price gouging, or if it's based
yeah.
on it being not in the greatest neighborhood.
I think the guy's just being a dick. Like the store owner is just being a dick.
I don't think so.
Like,
You
I'd
know
be such a
what?
dick.
In college, I was a business management major, and I did a strange, I guess it was a lab. I don't even know what it was called. It was like some extensive review of gas station, like convenience store chains. And I mean, first off, those gas stations, they make no money on the gas. So, you know, all of their income comes from these like convenience, you know, items like this. And I think it's kind of fair. I know it's like, it's expensive, but you know, if it's really that big of a deal for you, you know, take away the convenience, drive an extra 10, 15 minutes to your local Kroger or Walmart and buy the item. I mean, they got to make money somehow. And, you know, 85 cents, that does even seem high for
That's
like a can of
ridiculous
Coke,
even
even in the
now.
90s, right? It's like
Yeah.
thinking about that. Like, I feel like I could still get like a, you know, like I have a soda machine, and, you know, I'm still charging $1, you know, just $1 for a can of soda. And that's still like what most people do with soda cans in their soda machines. So I don't know, it's strange, but I think it's fair. That's just the way it works. I mean, it's not like an airport. Now, if you want to start talking about airport prices, yeah, then
another
we
thing,
could
yeah.
get into that. You know, I want to see this guy at an airport and trying to get a
Oh my
sandwich.
gosh.
That would be perfect.
That would be ridiculous.
Jackson, I want your can of pop for 50 cents.
Yeah. No, you get nothing, Luke.
I'm bringing a baseball bat. Man. I'm busting your place up.
That's good.
Nice. All right, we got Bobby.
Oh,
Sorry, I missed
Bobby.
on this one. Meg had a hell of a day and and just getting in, but just wanted to drop some love in the chat. Matt and I most likely have identical opinions about Falling Out.
We do. I'm pretty sure that Bobby and I have talked about this movie briefly before. But yeah, I'm representing us, dude.
Bobby,
Nice.
you are loved. You are loved
Yes.
and appreciated.
Thank you for being in the chats. Who's the bully Brawly?
That's me.
Nice.
That's me. I'm bad news. Parkfile. I'm really bad.
Bad news brawler.
Oh,
Falling down is incredible. Thanks, Proctophile.
very good, Parkfile. Very good.
So much truth on Mike Douglas calling out how inflation and the economy. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak. And the economy and corporate fast food chains is used against normal people.
Nice. Ian's so wise.
He is.
He's
Yeah.
like Yoda.
Starts-
He's like Baby Yoda.
Come on, dude.
I'm just kidding.
The shots in the convenience store makes me think of the opening scene in From Dusk Till Dawn.
Also a good looking movie. So yeah, I agree with that. Same color palette.
That's the Tarantino movie, is that right?
Well, he wrote it,
Oh, yeah.
but Rodriguez directs it.
I need to
Thank
see
you, Matt.
that.
I would have been yes. And Kyle would have said, no, correct him.
Wait, so Rodriguez, is this the same guy as the Spy Kids?
Yes, it is actually.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I need to see this then, because I don't have any good association with him.
Well,
You know,
no,
after-
dude, no, dude, no. First of all, start with Desperado. That movie's fucking dope, and then watch From Dusk Till Dawn.
Robert Rodriguez, right?
Robert, yes,
Okay,
yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Like outside of the Spy Kids movies, he's made a lot of awesome.
He also
like,
did Book of Boba Fett.
Well, yeah, but he did. What was I thinking of? Shit. That'll come back to me. Oh, Sin City. He directed
Okay.
Sin
that
City.
was really great, too.
He's
Yeah.
got some good ones. Sweet.
Nice. Okay, Kyle. If Matt had his own channel, it would be called Matt Hates Everything.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect.
It would be called What Is Matt Actually Like?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks, Bartfall. It was
Nice.
very riveting. Very riveting.
Okay, I'm gonna read one or two more, and then let's get back to the movie. I feel like I'm
Back to
bragging.
business. Back to business.
Yeah. I bet most convenience store owners hate going to the movies because they know there's going to be a scene in the convenience store, and the owner is going to be portrayed as an asshole. Nice.
Definitely. Especially in horror movies.
Just happens.
Nice. Okay. So we go from jump back to scrubbing through. So he trashes his store and leaves, which I was trying to kind of pinpoint the scene that I really liked. I love there's one like almost not aerial shot, but kind of like a higher vantage point of the convenience store in disarray. There we go. Just gorgeous. I love it.
Yeah.
He fucked most of the shit up, and he's just leaving with his briefcase and now a bat. So the first weapon has been had. All right.
Nice
Off the can of
language.
pop.
But yeah, after this, I mean, there's really not much to say. Robert Duvall, it's his last day, yada, yada, yada. His wife is a bitch, wants him home. I mean, honestly, it's all filler. It's his last day.
She's crazy.
No, it's like the
man.
movie. The movie has like a really it has a really interesting plot. Like you've never it's unique, and then you jump back to the Duvall stuff, and it's just like so by the numbers cop movie bullshit. You know, retiring cop movie bullshit. So yeah, like it definitely slows down that pace every time you come back to Duvall. Duvall's good in it. It's just the character itself and like that aspect of the script. It's just they could have done without it. And I'm telling you, if the character was just a normal dude, you wouldn't even need the Duvall character.
That is true. Yeah. Okay. You're selling me on this, Matt. You're selling me on this.
If the whole thing was just only through his point of view, the guy going through it, his point of view, that's it. It would have been far more interesting. And to make that work is he's just a normal guy. That would just been better.
You sold me. Sold. You should be a normal guy. But yeah, all we have learned from this is it's his last day. He turns in his gun. Oh yeah, this is actually the scene where they bring in Mr. Lee for. Let me actually see if I can find that. Where they bring in Mr. Lee for questioning. So Robert Duvall or Prendergast. I'm just gonna call him Robert Duvall.
Prendergast.
Prendergast.
Nobody calls him Prendergast.
Good old Prendergast. Yeah, I think this is where no. Okay, so that would have been afterwards. Never mind. I was thinking that there was going to show the scene where he Brian, one of the Asian cops, brings him in. No, it's later on. That's coming up. So
we have wife worried at home.
Ugh, that trope. When are you coming home?
Well, she's also like kind of she's nutty, you know, and
yeah. They don't really
kinda
they don't
has a
say
reason
much about
for
it
it.
though.
they don't.
No, they don't.
He got injured at some point. that was the reason, and she's worried about him.
No, I think there's something wrong with her. Like I think she's like,
Yeah, I mean,
there's
why
some
did-
mental instability there.
Why did like the scene that made me believe that what you said, Matt, was when he was singing London Bridge was falling down to
Oh
her.
yeah, that was weird.
I was like, yeah, she's not all the way there,
Yeah, and then
Sorry,
when
my
you
voice
find
is
out,
gone. That's why
She's been partying too hard.
yeah.
Oh, you're going through puberty, so
I'm 15 years old.
but yeah, that's what I there is something wrong with her because they try and blame it on she wasn't ready to be a mom. And then her daughter passes away. And so it's just, but then at one point when he shows up late, Robert Duvall's character shows up late. She thinks that he's a ghost and chases him around. So yeah, there's something up. There's something up. And it's so annoying just to have her constantly calling. I felt like Robert Duvall's character.
Are you ever like that?
yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Kyle, where have you been? I've been worried sick at home.
If anything, I'm just like, go have fun, please. So yeah, I'm happy when he goes out. It's only when it's like super late and he's out. I'm like, I don't know if you're okay or you're just having fun partying. So then I'll call. But usually it's not. It's nothing too crazy.
Nice.
So then after this, okay, so he has to know that this is not the greatest neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
So he just goes there he brings his a newspaper, has the bat, and he is circling jobs in the newspaper just to see if there's any jobs that are hiring that he can that he's fit for. And then he gets approached by these two gang members, or two thugs, and they are letting him know that he is in the wrong part of town. He's on their turf, as it were. And there are some funny lines here. I freaking love this. What was it? Oh yeah, so they say he's on private property when he's just sitting on the steps. And then they say, oh, he can't read our sign. We'll read it to you. It says, private property, no fucking trespassing. This means fucking you. That's my badass voice, as you can tell.
So badass.
It's so badass. And then Bill says, so it says all that? And then he says, well, maybe if you wrote it in fucking English, I could understand it.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that was awesome.
So
It's so
great.
good.
Chuckle right there.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh. And I just wrote that it's a
There's
second
something about
fight.
an old middle-aged white man saying that.
Who doesn't
No, there's
fucking
something
care.
about Michael Douglas saying that.
Yeah.
It's a Michael Douglas
Because he does
delivery,
not
you know?
care. He's not scared at all.
Yeah, no fucks given. That's his whole character, you know.
So
Man.
great.
Like, you can't say something like that and wear that outfit. You know, it just doesn't work.
He's
You won't have that
unassuming.
haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then that's the point of him. He's just supposed to be that like blue collar everyman, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's weird seeing like, a story following, a middle class worker, right? I mean, that's kind of like that's inexistent now. Can't remember the most recent, box office film that featured a middle class white man with, employment troubles. I'd like to see that more, relatable. Not me.
Very
but,
relatable. Not any of it, but I'm just saying in general. Like, I shouldn't have to preface that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a good moment.
It
I
was.
think he almost was seeking confrontation. I mean, come on.
That's what I'm
Why would he
saying.
park his caboose right there?
Oh, yeah,
like
he
there's
doesn't care.
nothing there's nothing safe about this situation.
He just wanted to cause more trouble.
I think he wants to unleash on somebody. I bet, last time when he was in the gas station, nobody pushed him over the edge enough to hurt another person. And he wants to hurt someone, obviously. And here
Yeah.
we go. These two idiots. They give him the opportunity, and I think that's kind of what he wanted. And there he goes. Somehow he makes it work against these guys who've probably shivved 3 other people before him.
Right. He likes to find
Nice term, bro. I love
it. He likes to find any
You've been to
excuse to let
juvie?
out his frustration.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he just got out.
That's where the brawler comes from.
Nice.
Yeah, so he he is in this fight. I guess it's more of like a tussle. It's not really a full on. Would you consider that again, the woman's perspective? I don't really, it seems like a tussle, not really a full on fight. They both don't jump on him at the same time. Yeah. But it is interesting because I love how it showcases. So he's there and he's in the middle while these two guys are kind of circling him, just like he's trespassing. He's in our area, and the camera angle just circles him as well. And I love that. It is so good.
It's a good steady cam shot. Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. But yeah, so they pull out a knife and or shiv, and the guy does this like really cool flipping the knife open and close. Thank you. Butterfly open and closed does it really cool.
Is that a sling blade?
No, it's a butterfly knife.
Oh, butterfly knife. Okay.
I have one somewhere around here.
Ooh, show us your tricks, man.
I don't know how to do. I can't do shit. With it.
Don't hurt yourself.
But he comes towards him with the knife, and they don't know, but he has the bat. So he grabs the bat, starts swinging, ends up. What is it? He ends up beating up one guy, and then the other guy goes running at that point. And then he picks open. I'm not going to do it, but he picks open the knife, the butterfly knife that the one gang member dropped.
New weapon unlocked.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, new weapon unlocked. But he drops down the bat because he doesn't need it anymore. Apparently, he doesn't need two weapons at the same time. And he does what I loved is I felt like it was an improvised line that he goes, how did he do that as he's flicking the knife open and closed? It's kind of cool.
Trying to do it himself.
But yeah, and then boring beeline story where they're at their precinct again. And yeah, Brian, which is this guy over here, the cop brings over Mr. Lee and says he wants to give a statement about what happened. And they believe it's a robbery, but nothing was stolen. But what my favorite line is where Brian brings over Mr. Lee, and Mr. Lee starts speaking in Korean for a little bit. And so then Robert Duvall goes, what is he saying? Brian goes, Mr. Lee is Korean, and if you care to know, I'm Japanese. So I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah, that was great.
That was good.
So good. So good. So yeah, that's what made me laugh. That's what I really remember from any of this. So dull.
Yeah, there's some boring stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
It's tolerable. I don't know. It's not. I don't think it's annoying at all. It's it's breathing time, breathing room. Just take it easy.
But you could chop something up in the middle of it to where it's not action-packed consistently. Maybe you could see him moving from place to place, because we only get a couple of action shots where he's moving from the next point. We're boring Brawler over there.
Sorry, man.
Sorry, Brawler.
It's not you. It's not
Take it
you.
away, Brawler.
Oh
Jeez.
gosh, I go to bed early anymore. It's bad.
Bedtime.
Jeez.
It's got nothing to do with this.
Strike two.
Oh my god.
But yeah, we very rarely see him moving from point A to point B. We don't get those action shots. So I don't know, it would be kind of cool.
Yeah, the scene just kind of starts and he's there where he, the next location, the next level, he's there,
New scene unlocked, new weapon unlocked. Yeah, and then this is the next scene where you see all of the gang members in one car, which looks super crowded in the front seat. That seems really annoying. And annoying Angela. She's so annoying.
She's not that bad. I don't know.
Okay.
She's the classic gang girl,
Stupid
right?
Angela.
Stupid Angela.
She's like, I don't know nothing.
These gang guys aren't cool at all. I don't know why they dress like that either.
Without
Like, they
shirts.
don't look cool.
Early 90s gang.
I mean,
That's how they dressed back
the
then.
guy
man.
was wearing one of those guys was wearing like slacks or something. It did not look cool.
That's how they dressed back then.
So
dude.
you're
Man.
using the term dressed very loosely. Well, this one guy isn't wearing a shirt.
Yeah,
So
he's
he's
cool.
Undressed.
He's dressed naked.
That guy might
Exactly.
be like a white guy acting Mexican. I can't really
That's
tell.
what it looks like.
Yeah.
Uh,
You kind of look like him a little bit, Matt. Just a pinch.
Like the guy driving?
Yeah.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
Oh no, he's a good-looking guy.
I don't agree, Matt. I don't agree.
Oh,
Not true.
my
Not
bad.
true.
Can't
Sorry.
see it.
You can give him a strike just for you, like strike one.
That's
Three
I
strikes,
get
kick him
a lot
out.
of comparisons, but that's the first that I've got. The guy driving, the gangbanger driving from Falling Down.
Hey, that's cool, man. That's a cool role to play.
I guess you could say you have street cred now.
You're badass, bro.
There you go. Yeah.
Hmm.
You got street cred. Yeah, respect, man. Respect.
You can drive a car with a bunch of gang members if you really wanted to.
Fit right in.
Nice. But yeah, so these guys are looking for Bill because I know he's been on foot. I mean, they're really speculating here. But yeah, so they're looking for him and they find him. Probably, again, I don't know how far away he is from where they attacked him or where he attacked them, but they don't really know how far he got. That's the thing too. I don't know how much time has lapsed. I have no clue.
Yeah, they didn't really specify that.
No clue.
No.
So this could have been an hour. This could have been, I don't know, 20 minutes, depending on how fast.
None of this could have been that long because I mean,
No.
he wasn't. It's not dark by the end of the movie, and so much happens
True.
in between. In these moments. I don't know.
But yeah, so they find him crazily, which Kyle was mentioning to me. He's like, there's no way that they could find. I mean, he's wearing, button up. He's dressed like an everyman, straight from work. So how could they pinpoint him? But we could kind of see. Let's see if I can find that.
He looks like he'd stand out there. I mean, everybody's pretty casual, and he's wearing that, dressy outfit.
Well, there's one guy that has a button up, but they're able to kind of pinpoint him pretty quickly in this lineup of people. So, surprise, surprise, he's on the phone calling his wife. I don't know if you guys would have guessed that.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm not gonna keep scrubbing.
He's such a sweet husband.
He is.
Yeah.
He's just checking up on his wife, his ex-wife, seeing if she's okay. But yeah, so he makes a phone call to her, and then they go and perpetrate a drive-by shooting. So mowing down all these civilians. I'm going to stop it here. Mowing down at least 3 to 4 civilians, and yeah. So then Bill sees all this happen. Let me back up. Mows down all the people with the drive-by, and then they get into a car accident, veer off the side of the road, and pretty much all of them are dead with the exception of one gang member, which he had coincidentally met before. And I love his lines are just amazing. I love it. So at one point, he picks up the Uzi, so another weapon unlocked, and he grabs the Uzi and points it at the guy that gang member that's still alive and says, "You missed." And then he shoots the gang member in the leg and says, "I missed too." And I love it because shortly after that, he turns around, walks away super casual, very much a badass. And this iconic just music starts to play, just like a drum beat. And it is so good. Oh, I love it. I wish I could play it. Oh, then he says, "Get some shooting lessons, asshole." Of course.
I mean, he does these kind of cool things, but the question is he cool?
I think he is.
I think he's pretty cool. Matt, what are your thoughts?
I don't it's cool what he's doing.
Yeah.
But would I say that the guy before this happens, is he cool? No, he's probably a lame ass. But that's what makes the character so interesting is that he's just that sort of lame dad that everyone knows that snapped.
But I don't know. I think that he had kind of under the surface, he was probably just like that asshole coworker that no one really wanted to work with. It's like, yeah, Bill's a fucking dick. Like
Probably,
he keeps yelling at me because these papers are incorrect or I'm building this wrong. So I think that in that way, he's kind of cool. I mean, cool in theory, not cool in the workplace. I would say that.
Nice.
But yeah. So then from there, and I'm just going to skip this part. It's just him with the captain. The captain is the captain that Box Office Brawler doesn't remember.
Yeah, that's right.
It's in the captain's.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, this captain.
Yeah,
So
that
he
guy's
was-
that guy's
he's a sweet kid.
he's a character actor. I
Kid.
forgot his name, but he's in a lot of things.
Yeah, so he is called into his office, yada
He
yada
kind of reminds me
yada.
of Luke a little bit.
You remind me of Angela Jackson.
That could be Luke's dad.
That's my pops.
Nice. Oh, that's
I could
great.
kind of see that. Like I could kind of see that. You
That
got
should be the
same
thumbnail
beard.
for the stream right there.
Luke's dad? Question mark.
Arrow pointing to him.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. So, the only thing that we really gain from this scene is that he's badass. He's punching a punching bag, which he does, I guess, in his off time, the captain. And then he's super cold when he's informed that I forgot his name, Duval, his daughter has passed away. Pendergast. Good old
Pendergast.
Pendergast. Yeah, so all we learn is that his daughter has died and that the captain doesn't really care. Doesn't really give two shits about what happened to him in his personal life, and lets him know that because he's retiring early, he doesn't get his full pension, which again means nothing to us. Don't care.
Yeah,
Don't really care.
true.
So I put in my notes 2 minutes that did not need to exist. I was real upset about that.
It's just 2 minutes. Get over it.
It's 2 minutes of my life. It could have been. It just needs to trim
You're
it down just a little bit.
lingering on the 2 minutes.
No, obviously, it's an issue for me.
No, that's how it works. It's cool.
They're just trying. They're just trying desperately to make this B plot interesting, and it's just not.
It's not.
That's fair.
So yeah, then I say back to action. At this point, Bill is trying to evade the cops. So he pretends to go on a bus with a bunch of other normies. Oh, okay. And that's a homeless person. Yeah. So he's trying to sneak on, or pretend like he's going to sneak on this bus to evade the cops, because now the cops are out to get him. Obviously, the convenience store, it's a little bit more unassuming, but being almost mowed down by a bunch of thugs in a drive-by shooting, and that's going to raise some heads. Heads will turn. So they're on the lookout for him. And this is one of the scenes that's pretty awesome, where is it in between? Of course, I don't mark whether or not. Yeah. So this is where we get introduced to the construction worker, who again doesn't give a shit, and says the sidewalk's closed. The sidewalk's closed, so you can't walk here. And he has to turn around. He's just asking, well, why? You can't walk here. You got to turn around. Go the fuck around. And so he does. And in my mind, I'm thinking, you have a knife. I mean, honestly, I guess he didn't offend him that bad.
Jeez.
But I'm in the
To kill
mindset.
him.
I'm in the mindset of, and I'm pissed off for him, because that's kind of ridiculous. There's like
He
a
doesn't have to
shoulder-
slit his throat over that.
He just has to. He can walk in the street. You could clearly see it's right there. You can go right there. Yeah.
All these poor construction workers, he chews all their asses out. And it's like, they're not the ones, they just do whatever their boss tells them to do. You take that up to consumer affairs and get it worked out. These guys, they're just there to do a job. You should know that. You're the employee. You're the American man working for the man. You know how it works. It's not these guys' fault. There's nothing you could do to convince these guys otherwise. It's not their choice.
It's true, but I think the way I feel about it and where I feel Bill is at is that there's not compassion. There's no compassion at any time of, oh, you know what? I'm sorry that this happened. It is just, it is what it is, fucking move on. So I could see where you don't even care. The convenience store guy didn't care how much it was priced, had no compassion. This guy doesn't care. The two thugs didn't care that he was just minding his own business. So I can see that. Yeah. So of course, none of you guys wanted him to get stabbed. boring.
I did.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
I
Luke.
wanted him to pull out the bazooka or whatever he had. In his...
That's later. That's later.
Oh, sorry.
Kill him with it. Oh my
He doesn't
gosh.
have it yet. Jeez.
So he has
yeah,
he has a few run-ins with the construction people. That's interesting.
This guy's like
Two, yeah.
a minor inconvenience to his path right now. He's not like the I know we haven't gotten there yet, but the guy in the fast food restaurant or the Mr. Lee, you know, he's not as offensive as those guys. So he's just like, all right,
Okay.
I'll let this
True.
guy
This guy's chill. He's super
Yeah.
chill.
right. Compared to the other shit he deals with, you know.
True. What I'm learning with this film now that we're talking about it, he really doesn't inflict violence on the person itself. It's mainly just the whatever they're looking for, whether it's a payphone or it's a golf cart. He enacts violence on that stuff, not so much harming
Yeah,
the actual
he
person.
basically matches the energies of whoever he's dealing with, you know, and then of course it escalates, but his mission is not to like hurt people. He's not looking to do that, you know. So, you know, he's not like a psychopath that just at any moment is going to take out a knife and stab someone.
Yeah, but okay, so it gets brought up. I will kind of bring it up preemptively now. I honestly, so they bring it up. I thought you were a vigilante. I feel as though a little bit that he's a vigilante just for his own injustices. It's not the injustice of any other given person. I mean, besides the sidewalk construction, because that harms everyone or is an issue for everyone. But he tends to be a vigilante a little bit, vigilante slanted.
Well, I think that when you're a vigilante, a lot of it's methodical. Like you're planning on doing what you're doing, and he doesn't really have a plan. Like his goal isn't to be a vigilante, or he's just, as he says, I'm just trying to go home. And
yeah, he's just rebellious. He's not striking a rebellion.
He's just snapped and he's like, fuck the way that all this shit is. Like this sucks. So it turns out that way because of some of the encounters that he gets into. But I think that if you are a vigilante, like that's kind of even if you don't call yourself a vigilante, you still have that goal in mind for that disruption. And I don't think he's trying to necessarily disrupt. It's just like I said, like when he runs into these people, he matches the energies. And then when he does that, then shit gets out of hand and moves on to the next victim. So.
Okay. All right.
I think he's just a sociopath.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay.
What?
Sorry, no.
It's my.
No, not doing that. It's one of those things that something popped into my head, and I'm like, okay, I need to write this.
Yeah.
No. I didn't want it to die like that. Sorry, no. I was like, there's something that I want to say later on, and I know if I don't write it down, I'm going to forget it. Okay. It's not your fault.
Come on, Luke.
Stop, no. Okay, so at this point, okay.
Oh boy.
So at this point, he goes to the park and
Ooh, the wife.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
Or
So
ex-wife.
Ex-wife. So yeah, I guess so at this point, ex-wife, so we're not at the park yet, calls over the cops, letting him know what's going on, that her husband might be showing up anytime soon. So this is the first encounter with cops. And then I love the wordage that, does he have the propensity for violence? You know, and yes, he does. Well, I mean, that's the thing too. Do you guys think that, how far did it go with him and her? Because obviously she says that he's never hit her or their daughter. But I'm wondering how much escalation it has gotten to, because we don't see anything broken around the house. So it's kind of hard to gauge how bad it was when it was bad.
I think it was all mental. I told you. I thought it was all mental. Sorry, man. I think it was mental abuse. Okay, someone else talk right now.
No, keep talking. You're good.
It's like every other word.
Well, again, this is like what I keep going back to this, and I know I keep going back to it about just if they made him a normal person, but I feel like they have to have these scenes that sort of justify why he's doing what he's doing, and it's like they know they'll lose the audience if he's like a flat out child beater or wife beater. They'll lose the audience, so they can't make him that. So what is he then? Well, I don't know. He's like yelled a couple times, and if you watch this videotape, like he's getting mad. So like they're trying to like hint at some emotional instability there, but that's about it. That's kind of weak, though. It's like such an afterthought. They just have to add that in, so us as the audience, they don't lose us. If they wanted this, if they had some balls, they could have made him like a flat out like wife beater or something, and then it would have made sense. But they don't want to do that. So
they want us to still like him. I think they want us to be like sort of in the middle, like, man, what are we?
That's exactly right, and like that's why they're not coming out there and saying exactly like where this is elevated to. It's what kind of abuse has he caused them? Because again, you will just if we feel like he has like harmed the little girl or her in any way, audience, you will just, you're done. You don't care about this person or what they're going through. Like even when you watch like Breaking Bad and you're watching Walter White, who does some horrible shit, there's still those things,
You're still agreeing with him.
Like, yes, what I'm saying. There's still things about his character, even though he does those horrible things, that anchor you to still sticking with him throughout the journey that he's going on. He would never hit his wife. He would never hit Walter Jr. Those are sort of like the no-goes for audiences.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm kind of realizing too, it would have been interesting if there was actually, like you're saying, Matt, if they would have gone that route where there had actually been some type of, not arrest warrant, not arrest, but something at least in the system, some type of record that show like, okay, we've been out to this house a few times. Because obviously they're keeping tally towards the end of the film that we've been over to her house 3 times.
Yeah, but see, that's what I like about this film though, is the character himself was before today was never even a blip on anyone's radar, and again, it just goes back to if he was strictly just a normal dude, that makes it more interesting. But now the cops are like questioning the wife and like, oh wow, there might be some instability here, but there's no violence or anything. So what? We're kind of like that's why you're asking the question, because we don't really know.
Was she trying to create a restraining order here, or what?
She already had a restraining order.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought there was already one. But what's the, I forget the point here. Like he knows, he's looking at her like she's like full of shit. Like she has like no evidence against him really. How did she get this restraining order? Like, don't you have to have probable cause for that? Like, does he have to do something?
Yeah, that's a good point. I wonder if you do need that.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, at least show some type of emotional instability.
I can't imagine just how furious he is. Like, you can understand like how intense he is about this entire situation, because she's blocked him from seeing his daughter, his only child, and she is the she's the one that made that situation happen. I get that he was kind of concerning, but he can't see her. It sounds like that was the situation. He hasn't seen her in forever, and under the current system he probably never would either. And she was so happy, the daughter was so happy to see him towards the end, and he was just in shock by how much she'd grown. I mean, that's must have been a long time of being separated. And it's so funny how there's just so many instances of seeing like reasons for you to root for him and against him at the same time. And you feel for him here, and you're also like, man, I also don't like you. It's pretty clever the way that they're able to bounce both of those ideas at the same time, shortly after each other. You don't see that much either. I mean, this movie just hits so many notes, such beautiful, in such beautiful fashion that you don't even exactly see it coming, but it's happening. It's happening so subtly throughout the movie.
No, I agree. Yeah. Oh, let me get to the comments.
Start with Scottish Geek Guy while he's in the
yeah,
while
yeah,
he's here, fresh.
Sup, Scottish Geek Guy. Howdy, folks. The older I get, the more I think this character is 100% justified in every
100%.
decision.
Yes,
Nice.
that's actually an interesting thing to bring up. Is like as you get older, you start to really sympathize with him big time.
Good to see you,
You
Jimmy.
root for him, yes.
We're rooting for you too, Jimmy.
And then kind of going back a little bit, Proctophile, fun fact for you, soda is 25 cents per can at the factory. Really puts the markups into perspective.
Wow.
Then you got Ian mad at Baby Yoda.
Oh, Ian, I'm kidding. You're Yoda. You're Yoda. I don't like Baby Yoda, but I like you. And I respect you.
Why'd you call him Baby Yoda?
I was just a joke.
Also see Attila Battle Angel Brawler. That's good.
That's a Rodriguez film. That's why he's suggesting that. That actually wasn't bad.
That was good.
Yeah.
Man. All right.
It wasn't dog shit, Matt. Total dog shit.
I thought it was going to be, but it ended up being
That's good.
Being good.
Wasn't that the one with Christoph Waltz is her father?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I love him. I love him so much.
Mm.
It's awesome.
Love.
Brawley wouldn't make it through Desperado. So much nice.
You're probably
so
right. You're probably right. Thanks for the warning, Procto.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Then you couldn't watch From Dusk Till Dawn either. So.
Yeah. I'm not surprised.
How are you watching this though?
Yeah, but El Mariachi's like Sorry, I cut you off reading it.
No. Go ahead. Yeah, you're good.
Because he says technically Desperado was a sequel. You got to see El Mariachi, the movie Rodriguez famously made for $5,000.
Oh.
I thought it was $3,000. Without Mariachi, there is no Desperado. That's true, but El Mariachi is so fucking rough around the edges because he shot at 16 millimeter, made it in Mexico, and like all the dialogue, every single thing, everything's dubbed. So Desperado, yes, it's a sequel, but it's also one of those like sequel remake hybrids. And if you don't have to see Desperado you don't have to see El Mariachi to understand Desperado. So you could just jump into Desperado. I would recommend doing that personally. But El Mariachi is cool to like see where Rodriguez's career began. But yeah, he made it for like $3,000. Made it for nothing, and that's what started his career.
Respect.
That's impressive.
Back in like '92. So like that's
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Super talented.
Then Kyle making fun of me. Prendergast. Gassed.
That made me laugh when he did that. Prendergast.
Rude.
Because no one calls him that at all. The whole movie.
I wanted to just call him by his first name. I have such a hard
What even is his
last
first
name.
name?
Jeez. Do they say it, Matt? I don't think they do.
Prendergast.
They don't?
Do they?
I don't remember, but
okay. I don't think so.
Like one of my girlfriends in middle school, her last name was Pendergast. So it's close.
Yeah.
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
Was your girlfriend Robert Duvall?
Well, I'll let you put that together yourself.
Nice. Prendergast's wife could have definitely made him snap. That's true. I know it's wrong, but honestly wanted him to leave for Sandra.
Wow.
See, they should have made Michael Douglas's wife like Prendergast's wife, because then it would have like added to like, oh well, yeah, I get it. You know?
Yeah,
that would be a great twist at the end. Prendergast, he kills his wife, and maybe then he does something else to himself. I don't know.
Pretty dark, man.
It's a horror version of this.
He's like murdering her, but like in that like very nice Robert Duvall mannerism,
He'd just put something in her tea or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't see him going full crazy there.
I don't want that to happen. It's sad. It's sad what even happens to his character at the end. He's played it cool this whole time, and what he has to do will haunt him for the rest of his life. Like that's
true.
Come on, Michael Douglas. Don't put this guy in that position.
I mean, he knew that going into this job, though. So
yeah.
Proctophile. All it takes is just one bad day to reduce the sanest man alive to lunacy. That's how far the world has come from where I am. Just one bad day. A killing joke by Alan Moore.
Nice. It's a good quote. That applies.
That's true. Again, that's what makes this movie so relatable.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Defense, Michael Douglas obtaining weapons as he goes through the city makes me think of Darwin's episode from. Oh man, my gosh, Ian, why are you?
Gendy Tartakovsky.
Tartakovsky's show Primal on Adult Swim.
I've never seen it, so I don't
Me
know.
neither.
Yeah. Ian watches everything.
He does. Exactly what I've been thinking this whole time.
Oh.
Nice, nice.
You guys are good buddies.
Yeah, I don't normally quote stuff like that, but bet neither do Gen Z
You're right.
readers have read it.
I have not.
Yes. In the Primal episode, I was talking about Darwin's friends revert to primal nature as they fight psychopathic the killer, from the guns to arrows to spears they make from sticks. Okay.
Nice.
Bazooka scene was hilarious. Agree.
Yes.
We're gonna get there.
Spoiler alert.
Already did it.
As the day goes on, he looks more confrontatious. Example, the golf course scene. True. We're getting there, Kyle. We're getting there.
Spoilers. More spoilers.
Oh my god.
Hold your horses.
Hold your horses, Kyle. Hold your horses. Take a step back.
To talk about. Jeez.
Relax.
He's a lot like an early version of those woke protesters you see every day on social media, but he's more relatable as a blue-collar worker who actually had a job dealing with everyday frustrations. Agreed. And then really quickly from Scottish Geek Guy.
Yes.
I don't know what time it is there for him, so
It's
gotta be-
late.
okay.
3 a.m.
Probably it's probably like 1 or 2.
Jeez. I'm actually vividly remembering seeing the trailer from this back when it came out. Life in the 90s got you down. Well, yeah, that's from the trailer. Life in the 90s got you down. Life in 2026 has got me down. Yeah, Till Battle Angel is good. Still for a sequel.
Nice.
Yeah, you're being called out. You never seen From Dusk Till
Seriously.
Dawn.
Hasn't seen it. What the hell?
Jimmy. Help me, Jimmy.
Yeah, Desperado is a sequel.
Exactly.
Evil
That's
Dead 2.
a great comparison. That's exactly right.
2 more. Once Upon a Time, A Time in Mexico is a good one too. Third. in
I
this
fucking hate that
series.
movie.
Matt hating something? What the heck?
That hates
Hot
something.
take,
It's the
hot
perfect
take.
profile. Come on.
I was very disappointed when Once Upon a Time in Mexico came out. I was so excited about that because I love Desperado.
Oh,
And then it came out and it was shitty.
man. Oh, it's late. It's late, Jimmy. 1:30.
a.m. Okay.
You can't go to sleep yet. The stream ain't over. We got more to talk about, Jimmy.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, let me. Okay. So, yeah. So basically, we get some insight that she has a restraining order with her husband, her ex-husband, which, yeah, Jackson kind of alluded to it, that we don't know how long they've been divorced. So that's kind of crazy. And then, yeah, then we get the park scene where... All right, okay. Where Bill gets kind of I wouldn't say, would you use the term accosted? Maybe the word accosted would be a good word. Where he just gets annoyed by the same homeless man who's just behind him.
I love that scene.
I
That
would've
might be
decked
my
him.
favorite scene from the whole movie.
Wait, that would be your victim, Luke?
Oh yeah, it's so annoying. Like I don't owe you a damn thing. I don't owe you.
You gotta say
damn
it
thing.
just like
homeless
that.
guy.
Yeah, I like one right now.
You gotta say it just like that. to a guy.
Luke, what's going on?
I'm broke.
Man.
But yeah, it's just insane. The kind of unraveling of he just really wants money. So
Gosh, everyone
he's
hates
clinging.
lies, right? It's like, first off, you don't like being like, whenever I'm out, like walking around somewhere, I don't care if I know you or not. I don't want to talk to you. I'm sorry. I don't want to talk to anybody. When I'm out, I'm there to do my job. If I'm going to see you, I'm really not going to talk to you much. I'll say hello, or I'll just keep moving, you know. And then you got, especially strangers, right? And then you got strangers trying to talk to you. And then even worse yet, they're shoveling lies down your throat like this. And pretty much every situation when someone on the street, a homeless person is trying to convince you that their car broke down, they got dropped off at the bus stop and they need some bus money. And, you've heard the same story 100 times over. And geez, I mean, everybody's got a short fuse for that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had a funny, not so much funny story, but I was at a gas station and this lady that was just sitting at one of the pumps, the next pump over, came up to me because I accidentally made eye contact, which I'm okay with talking to people, but you just know, like, they're going to ask for money. So she comes right up to me and asks for money. I said, I don't have anything. And she said, well, you're going to go inside, so you can just get me something then. And I said, no. And she said, oh, come on. It just started unraveling. And I said, I don't owe you anything.
Yeah.
I don't owe you anything.
You said
the
that?
world doesn't, yeah.
Oh, I like that.
It's just
Good.
ridiculous.
That's a falling down moment right there.
Go Megan.
And then they'll make you feel
Thank
bad
you.
if you don't do something, right? It's
Yeah.
like, no, I don't owe you anything.
Mm-hmm.
That should be the comeback from everyone. Just, I don't owe you
I like
anything.
that.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this guy just unravels with his almost pleads for money. My car broke down, got kicked out of my apartment. Then what I love is that Bill, he engages with him, which, I mean, so many people would just ignore and keep on walking. So I was kind of confused as to why he engaged with this man. But then he picks up on his lies. So it's, my car broke down, so let me see your driver's license. Well, why do you want that? Well, how did you get here if you don't have a driver's license? Well, where's your car actually? Well, I don't. Are you a cop? I don't have to show you that. And then he walks underneath a bridge, and he gets accosted even more with asking, well, don't you, or not letting him know that, well, I'm a vet. And it's like, well, you work on animals? No, I'm a veteran. And I think he says that he was in Vietnam, which he says, wait, were you just a drummer boy at that point? And they said, no, the Gulf. Yeah. So, yeah. And then just wants his anything. Any pennies in your pocket, any change, I'll just take your briefcase. You have 2 bags. Because he's picked up the bags full of weapons from the car of thugs. And now he has his briefcase. So he gives him his briefcase, and all that is inside is just his lunch.
And he doesn't want that. He's hungry. But no, won't take the food. Probably, it looked like a good sandwich. I always want to eat other people's lunches. Like their own sandwiches they make. They always look so good.
Movie
like,
sandwiches.
Matt, I want your lunch.
Particular.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can make sure he hides it even more so.
Yeah.
And then back to the boring side plot. So yeah, I want to get to that scene so bad. Okay, we're gonna get there. So we have Angela being interrogated, and she said, we weren't doing anything, which, lady, we obviously know. Come on. And they're calling bullshit on her. She is not saying anything. And then I think Prendergast, it's gonna kill me. And they say it so easily in the film. That's what annoys me too. They had been rehearsing for days just trying to say his name. So she alludes to he was just wearing normal clothes. He was wearing just a button-up shirt, a tie, and so like, okay, well, we got the perp. We know what he looks like. Again, don't care. Yada yada yada. Awesome part, which a lot of people know about, and I know about, even before watching this. So
this is the famous scene.
Mm-hmm. Okay, my gosh. So we are at Whammy Burger. So the exterior shot is gorgeous. Love that right off the bat. And Bill walks in and he wants breakfast, but it's 11:32, just right after 11:30. And Sheila, who is awesome, I love her. Her character is kind of ridiculous because it took a second watch to be like, Sheila's a freak. She's kind of ridiculous. Where she is taking his order, says, I'm sorry, it's past 11:30. He asks to speak to the manager. Then Rick comes in. And again, it's kind of like a narration of the way we feel in that scenario too, where she introduces herself as Sheila. Okay, I'll get my boss Rick. Rick, Sheila, I don't even know you guys, and I feel like I have to say your names formally. It's just interesting. Like, yeah, why are you saying their names? It doesn't really matter. So yeah, the Rick basically reiterates what Sheila said, which we can't serve breakfast to you because it's after 11:30. And again, I'm gonna keep saying it is going to be one of my favorite lines. Is he says, "Have you ever heard of the customer's always right? Well, here I am."
He's got such a great voice to deliver all of these like erratic lines,
Yeah.
you know. Like I hear his voice when you're saying that, and it's no one else could say it like he can.
I can't picture anyone else in this role that
Nope.
can toe the line between geeky and also menacing. Because he's so menacing. Yeah. And then
He's gearing up to go postal.
He is, because he's gained a gun from the bag that he's been carrying around. He has his knife. He's dropped the bat, and yeah. So that's all the stuff. Oh, the bag full of guns, but he mainly just has the big gun, the Uzi. So yeah, I just right here, Sheila's a freak because at one point she's just biting on the pen as he's going postal because he's upset that he can't get his breakfast.
She likes him.
She really does. It was kind of disturbing.
You think she liked him?
What do you guys think?
Oh, I was just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't notice that at all.
She's
no
like,
way.
Like she just, the faces she makes.
You saw it too?
Yeah.
Yeah, forget your ex-wife.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, he can go with Sheila and she'd be okay with his. I mean, she wouldn't file any type of restraining order against him. She would love it. That should have been the ending to this. He ends up marrying Sheila. Okay.
So both of those characters were in Seinfeld. I remember her. Sheila.
Really?
She was gosh, who did she? George, when he was acting like he was doing the opposite of everything he should do to attract a woman.
Oh, really?
She's into him. That's her. And then the other guy is, I don't remember his name, but he sidles up to Elaine in the office, and she gives him Tic Tacs so she knows when he's sidling up to her.
Oh, that's great. I didn't even know that was him.
Yeah.
He looked familiar.
Yeah, that's how I know them.
Nice. I kind of just stopped at this frame because I love how she's just hiding behind the burger mascot.
Gosh, can we please go back to a time when fast food was fun? Look at how fun this is. I want to go there.
The colors are really
Take
nice.
me
They've
back,
muted.
please. Gosh.
Yeah. So he's basically saying how much he wants his breakfast, and while he's saying that, the Uzi goes off, shoots a hole in the roof, and panic ensues. And yeah, he's just trying to calm them down. I'm trying to get a good freeze frame of when she watch it again just for Sheila's facial expressions, Brawler, and you'll see it. Because obviously it's really hard for me to freeze frame on one specific thing. But yeah, so it goes off. He tells everyone to sit down, and then he catches one guy who's about to leave, tells him to sit down, and then tells him you need to eat the food because it's full of vitamins and nutrients and minerals that you need. And my thing is, how much does that have even back in 1993? There's no way.
Well, it was the worst back then, right? Before they started making fast food more nutritionist, right?
I don't know if it was ever really good, honestly.
No,
No?
I don't think that they had as many regulations put in place back then, though. So they were able to get away with a lot more. But,
Yeah.
Super Size Me came out and changed the game,
Oh, yeah. That's a big one.
It's a shame. I want some of those supersized meals.
They're
No,
very
I
good.
mean, no.
Oh, you got some, Matt?
What's that? Super Size Meals?
Yeah.
That sounds good right now.
Oh, that does sound good. See?
It does,
yeah.
yeah. I really want a quarter pounder with cheese right now, double.
Man.
That does sound
Me
good.
too. Megan, can you DoorDash us some McDonald's?
Oh, totally. 2 different locations.
Yeah.
You guys got it.
That'll be cheap.
The patio will be smashed down. But yeah, so after this, and this was my question too. Why did so Bill changes his mind after the gun goes off, and he changes his order from wanting breakfast to having lunch? Why? What changed?
Everybody's meals look pretty good. I don't blame him for changing his mind.
Right. He's just kind of like, fuck it. I want some lunch now.
was kind of great. But okay, yeah. So they give him his meal, and I love this where the woman is like, "How was your meal, lady?" And then she just
throws up.
pretends to
Yeah.
barf or barfs into her meal. It's so great.
What do you guys
can't
think?
believe I
No, go
can't
ahead.
believe you guys think that the one young lady was into him because of this. I didn't get that sense at all. I got to rewatch that clip.
You
If that
have
is
to.
absolutely
Yeah,
true, no way.
She's like picking up on his crazy vibe, and like he's kind of picking up on hers.
Mhm.
It's there a little
Man,
bit, you
I
know.
got to see that.
There's a little bit of chemistry.
What do you guys think?
Mhm.
Like, this is what's a more iconic restaurant scene? This or the When Harry Met Sally scene?
Oh, that's a good question. Good question, Matt.
I haven't seen When Harry Met Sally in a while.
You know the scene that I'm
Yeah.
talking about, though, right?
Yeah.
The famous scene from it, the fake orgasm scene in the restaurant.
Oh gosh. Okay, yeah.
You blocked that one out.
But it's iconic, though, you know. Like, so I always go
I
back
would
and
say
forth
that
between
one.
these
I
two.
would say
I
Harry
prefer
and
the
Sally,
Pulp
'cause-
Fiction scene.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
Yeah. Prefer that
Great.
one, Matt.
Those are great ones.
Yeah, the old dancing scene.
Yeah, and then they're in the restaurant. It is Duval and Detective Sandra. Again, exposition dump.
Shit we
yeah.
don't care about.
Dump.
Yeah, don't. Annoying,
Dump's a good word.
annoying. We find out that he's moving to Arizona, that he loves his wife. We already knew that,
That's
obviously.
nice. Very good things.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Sandra gets pulled away because they possibly have a lead on where he's going to next, I believe.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that was just annoying to see all that. And I think at one point he just tells her, "And Sandra, be careful." It's like she's not, like, this guy's dangerous too. Like, of course. Of course he is. No shit. So that just annoyed me even more. Like, Duval, come on. Gosh. And then, yeah, and we're back. So Bill notices a guy holding a sign outside of a bank that says "not economically viable," and saying that he's been at this bank for 7 years and they won't give him a loan. And yeah, so he witnesses all this, then buys a snow globe for his daughter's birthday. And then we realize that the man holding the sign is getting arrested. And then he just says, "Remember me." And Bill shakes his head in agreement that he will, or acknowledges that he will remember him. And yeah, this scene is interesting, but not. I don't know. Is it memorable for you guys? Did you guys really clock this? Find it being super interesting in any way?
I didn't care much for it.
I mean, it's a setup to later on, but you think that he would have had this thought process already? I guess have come to this eureka moment once he got fired from his job, but
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, so moving on. He makes another call to his ex-wife and gets a busy signal, but it's because the cops are at his house. And then this is where we get another explosive Bill, where
I don't like her. I don't like her at all.
really
The wife.
The ex-wife, I didn't like her
His
at one
ex-wife.
bit.
Isn't she in Insidious?
Yeah, Barbara Hershey.
Oh,
the mom,
I've seen her
or-
at a convention. She looked old.
Oh yeah. Well, that's how time works, man.
That wall came in
What?
and destroyed her. Yeah. The wall is undefeated, you know.
time sucks.
That's also a great moment right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good one.
I'm saying,
This
yeah.
guy had it
Yeah.
coming.
The guy was a
He
dick. The
did.
guy was being a dick for
What was
sure.
his
Yeah.
deal?
He wanted to.
tripping.
That's the thing. There wasn't a lot of setup of him banging on the glass, telling him to hurry up, and it seemed
No.
like it was a pretty quick phone call because you just got a busy signal. So
That's true.
yeah, so he gets upset that he was telling him to hurry up, and Bill just shoots the phone booth. Yeah,
Good for him.
Yeah, and then yeah, I just kind of skipped over this. Crazy wife is calling again. Then
Leave him
Sandra
alone.
calls. Exactly. Then Sandra calls. Yada yada yada. telling her to be careful.
Oh
and all.
yes, the hero.
Oh boy, you call him the hero?
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Hey, I'm just saying what you're saying, man.
So what I forgot to mention was that Bill, when he's sitting on the steps earlier, he has a hole in his shoe, so he needs to get a new pair of shoes. So he goes to the surplus store, and yeah, Nick, this guy, he is just the worst. If you could think of the worst guy.
Yeah.
Look, I know he's supposed to be like a scumbag and the worst, but he says some funny shit. That's all.
He does.
This guy was way much more unstable, mentally.
This is like where Michael Douglas's character is heading,
Yeah.
That's a
He's
good
waiting
point.
for this guy. He's like the final boss almost.
This is the final boss.
It's so good. So he goes in, and you would tell he clocks him because it took me the second watching, which I don't know if you clocked it first, Matt, right away, but he perks up when he sees Bill walk in, and I'm thinking to myself when I watched the second time, he's listening to the police radio. So he's listening to what this guy looks like, and he sees him walk into a store, and so he's super happy that he thinks this guy that's a vigilante just like him. But yeah, this guy is everything under the sun that you could think of: racist, sexist, homophobic.
Like actually, though, not
Yeah.
just
Genuinely,
saying
yeah.
those words to label
Yeah,
someone.
he's bad.
This
news.
guy's an awful
actual
person
piece of shit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's
He's
weird
so-
seeing a
with
real
no
one.
remorse at all.
Yeah, like this guy doesn't exist anymore.
He
He's
went
a dinosaur.
extinct. Yeah. But yeah, there's a scene where Nick goes and heckles the two gay guys that are in his store. And they rightly call him a fascist, which is the most unironic term for him, which is perfect. It was great. It was awesome. It actually was used correctly. And then they leave. And then they promptly leave. Yeah, that's
It is weird hearing those phrases being used correctly.
30
Who'da
years
thunk?
ago.
Yeah.
Jump back. Okay, so I guess it does go.
There's
jump
your
back
girl.
To, oh my gosh, Angela.
There's your girl.
Yada yada yada. She says he has to see her again, I guess, to let them know what he was wearing or to make sure that it was the right guy that they were looking for. And then we're back in. It looks like a dungeon when Kyle and I watched it. Obviously, he takes him to a back room. I thought it was something underground because I watched it the first time. Second time, he just takes him to the back, and all of a sudden we're in a completely different
It's
landscape.
supposed to feel dungeony. That lighting is so good.
Do you know
That's
the
what
vibes?
Kyle said.
Do you know
Yeah,
the vibes
it's-
I got from the scene?
What?
Pulp
The
Fiction.
scene- yes, thank you.
Yeah.
When they took him down to the basement,
Yeah.
same exact vibes.
Ridiculous. So yeah, surprise. I guess you didn't get this, but this guy's a skinhead
He's
Nazi
gross.
crazy guy. Yeah. And yeah, so he thinks that they're on the same page. He even used the term "we're allies." We're allies,
Oof.
right? Which infuriates Bill because they are not the same, and he calls him out for it, rightly so.
I wonder how this guy got to this point because he's so far gone in his mind and everything. I don't know how someone gets just pushed down this far.
Well, he probably doesn't have family and friends anymore.
Yeah.
True, and he
Yeah,
has
he's
to
a
have other
total
friends that
loner.
are like him, though.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, he's a fucking psychopath, obviously.
What I love, again, another great line, which was Bill says to Nick, "I'm an American and you're just a sick asshole." So great. So great. Yeah, we are not the same. We're not allies.
Right. But it also just shows, though, that even though Michael Douglas's character is slipping off the deep end, he's not like this guy. It's like it's almost, you can watch it and think that he's turning into a guy like this, but he's not. He's still a normal person that has the normal values that your average American has, and again, that's what makes him more relatable because he's got the same moral code as like you and I,
Exactly. He's not going shooting up a bunch of people. He's in the name of whatever he believes in. He actually has a code of conduct. It's just his own moral code just seems to be, it bends to whatever happens to him in that moment. You know, there's not a strict right and wrong. So, yeah. And then since all of a sudden Nick realizes that they're not on the same page, and he does give him, he shows him the rocket launcher too. He's like, oh, look at this. And then he goes, yeah, we're not the same. And so then this annoys Nick, and so goes to put handcuffs on him. And I love that scene too, where he tells him to spread his legs and then put one hand behind his back, that is propping himself up because he's leaning on a glass display case. And then, give me your other hand. Oh no, before that, sorry, I'm jumping ahead. But yeah, I'm jumping ahead. Let's see. So this is also what happens. We find out, or my gosh, Nick finds out that he has a snow globe on him. Doesn't know that's for his wife or for his daughter. And this.
What is this doing in there? Faggot shit! No!
So that happens.
That's a bad one.
I mean, obviously.
Of course, you clipped that.
Oh man, that's seriously, yeah.
It is so, it's so hilarious, but it's not meant to be hilarious though.
Me and my friends quote that all the time. So.
Nice. But yeah, so that happens, and we realize that once Bill falls on the ground from not being able to hold himself up, this Nick guy thinks that he can hold himself up just by putting both his hands behind his back, spreading his legs, and leaning into the case, which is just ridiculous. He even says, I can't do it. Why can't you do it? Because of gravity. And then he, do it. Puts his hand behind his back and smashes his glasses, falls on the ground. And then, yeah.
Man, it
Bill
really looked like he was
stabs him.
gonna grape him.
Yeah, he seems kind of
Very grapey.
not
Grapes.
straight.
Yes.
Right. It was,
Yeah, it was kinda like
just
the
adds to that
Cop
Pulp
from
Fiction thing
Yeah.
that Luke
the
was
cop.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
At
cannot
least there
trust
wasn't a,
any pawn shop owners.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the
At least there
lesson
wasn't
of
a
the
gimp.
tale. Yeah.
That would have been creepy.
Yeah.
Skinhead. Skinhead's such a great word. And yeah, this guy, he's everything a skinhead is, right?
It's true. Yeah. So then at this point, Bill picks up a gun, shoots Nick, and injures him the first time, then shoots him again, and then leaves. So I was watching him first time and was thinking, so he killed him, or is he still alive?
Well, he did.
He stabbed him first, right?
It was in the shoulder though. It was like
Yeah, he
not-
stabbed him. Yeah,
He shot him a bunch of times.
I don't recall that.
Yeah,
I
he
remember-
shot him like 4 or 5 times. Didn't he?
Does he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
shoots him.
He liked doing it too.
Oh, fun stuff.
wrong shot.
Wrong freeze frame.
Ah!
Yeah, he gets shot right here.
That's such a bad image.
Gosh. Okay. Yeah,
A lot happens in this short amount of time.
he shoots him.
Wow.
It's like we're trying
Ooh,
to
there
say-
it is.
Okay, I'm gonna keep. Yeah, it's not gonna land on it. But yeah, he shoots him, I think, 2 or 3 times. But then you hear him say something. Nick say something. So I thought that he was possibly still alive. But we find out later that that guy dies. That he was propped up in a display case. I
That's
guess
right,
they
yeah.
say.
That's
Yeah.
pretty sick.
It's gross. Yeah.
That shows you that he's lost. I mean, he killed that dude, and then he was proud of it to some
He
degree.
put him in
framed him.
a display case.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and then back to the boring plot where they're in there. Captain basically just tells, I keep wanting to say Prendergast.
Prendergast.
Let's Duval know that he doesn't like him because real men curse and he doesn't curse. So yeah. And then 4th call to Beth, and we get to see the villain arc. I love this scene where he's sitting in the lair and he discusses with her the point of no return. And he brings up the guys in the shuttle, the astronauts in the shuttle, that they were circling back and they weren't sure if they were alive or dead. So you won't know until I pop out. Just
Right.
he feels so much like a villain here.
Yeah, he's like embracing the arc right here, for sure.
Yeah, so that happens, and yeah, Bill ends up calling her bluff and saying, "We'll put the cops on if they're there," because that comes into play. Oh, and then get this boring scene in between. I think we do. Boring. Making sure I don't forget anything. Yeah.
Skip all the hogwash.
Oh yeah. So then it's stupid where the Duval just says we're gonna go back to Mr. Lee's to see, like, go back and see if we've missed anything, and then he notices not the poster, what is it called on the side of the road, the advertisement
Billboard?
Billboard, thank you. The billboard, and realizes that he was stuck in the same traffic as Bill, and he realizes that, oh, defense, that's the license plate, we'll run that and figure out where he lives.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, like the coincidence of that.
Didn't have a memorable license plate, then that would have sucked. Would never
Right.
found him. And then here's the another great scene, where
Yes.
there's a construction site, basically the same construction site that the traffic that he was in.
Yeah, bullshit
That's
construction
what
site.
I was mistaken earlier. I thought that was I thought that was all one scene.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. So, and this is kind of where it doesn't make any sense too, because Kyle and I were talking about it. So he talks to this construction worker, and I love their banter back and forth because, again, Bill has this great radar for bullshit and is basically saying the road was fine 2 days ago. You're telling me that it broke down in 2 days, which again sounds like Chicago traffic. And yeah, he goes, well, I don't know. That's just what they told me to do. And then Bill brings out the huge bazooka rocket launcher and goes running. Not before actually telling him, when he pulls out the bazooka, that, I don't know, they just told me to do this. Well, it's because of, if you don't spend all your budget, then they're not going to give you the same budget next year. That's the reason why. Okay, fine. That's the reason why. So it's again kind of cathartic for him that he can get this out of him.
Yeah.
That it's not just him. He's not just crazy.
Yeah,
This is
well,
ridiculous.
And we've all dealt with like stupid construction on roads, slowing things down,
Gosh.
or all of that stuff. So,
It's awful.
and we all know that it's bullshit.
It's crazy that it never ends. No matter where you are, it will always be there for the rest of our lives. And if we're in flying cars, there'll be something in the air. We'll see.
Something. It's
Just wait.
ridiculous. They will not ever find a reason to fix something that does not need to be fixed. Yeah. But so yeah, this is when he brings out the bazooka. Is not sure how to use it, obviously. And this random kid just shows up and says, "You pull this part, and then you look through that scope." Okay, kid, cool, thanks. And then how do I fire it? Oh, it's just that button right there. And what doesn't make any sense, which I kind of alluded to in the first freeze frame, if you guys can remember, there's that hole, like a hole they dug up. And I thought that when he pushes the button and actually fires it, I thought that he shot it straight ahead. But no, he shoots it and it goes down and into that tunnel, which both me and Kyle called bullshit on that. It would have exploded right underneath them.
Yeah.
But movie magic.
Well, we don't know how RPGs actually work, right?
It is heat-seeking missiles, I guess, what he also alluded to as well.
Okay, yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. Kind of a little bit crazy. But yeah, that was a really great scene. And scrubbing along. Then, again, boring scene, but this gives us at least a little bit more I mean, not even a full backstory for Bill, which is kind of annoying. I wish I knew a little bit more about him. But whatever. We have to get the precinct information, I guess, off the bat first. But they run the license plate and come across Bill's mom. And this is where I feel Duvall just taps into that kid mentality where he's treating her like a child. Like, oh, what do you got there? Oh, that's those are just my my figurines. And so he gets a little bit more information out of her because of that. Yeah, goes up to his room, finds out that he works within he's a defense engineer. He was, but they let him go about a month ago, I believe they said. So she's confused as to why her son's been lying to her and saying that he's been going away to work. And yeah, they find out that the defense means for defense, which I thought it was apropos. I don't know if you guys saw this. The defense for me felt as though that was Bill mentality. Like he was on the defense constantly. Things that would happen to him.
Okay. That's
true.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Did you guys like the scene? Was it just me that it seemed kind of
I don't have much memory of I wasn't I was paying attention to it. I was actively watching, but like you said, all these things are boring without Bill. Bill was the intriguing. All of the intriguing scenes were, involving Bill and the mom and daughter.
Yeah, I mean, like the way the movie's structured, you need this scene, but is it like memorable? No, it's just more of the boring procedural shit that they just thought they needed in this movie that you really don't need.
Yeah. Okay. So just kind of skimming through again.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
This is what Kyle was referencing.
Yeah, I thought this was way earlier. Huh.
No, this is after his arc, dude. This is like when he's like full on villain now, and now he's looking
this
for
scene
shit.
is pretty bad.
Now he's targeting some rich assholes, rich old assholes.
Because he jumps two fences. There's this one where he goes into a country club, and they're saying, "Get off the greens, get off the greens," and he doesn't know what they were saying, and they don't know what he's saying, so he has to get up closer. And yeah, these two old men are telling him to leave. He is not going to, because apparently this is the shortest way to wherever he needs to go, I guess. And yeah, he ends up shooting the golf cart because he gets annoyed. And this old man right here on the right ends up having a heart attack, or in the midst of having a heart attack.
Yeah. I can't remember if he died or not, or when his cardiac arrest and passed out.
I don't know.
I think he was just laying there he was
he was still talking towards him.
Yeah, he was all gasping for air, but can't remember.
That sucked. And then his pills were in the cart that was slowly going towards the water.
He's just like, you know what? Yep. Did he go running for it? I thought he was gonna sympathize for the man at first, but
no, of course
he's far
not.
gone.
Those poor old geezers.
Way to jump back in.
Did you like the scene where the old man had a heart attack?
Yeah,
we were just talking about that.
That was so
Poor
good, but it was so well deserved because that guy sucked. He really did. There's no reason for him to be that rude.
Yeah,
I don't get the whole golfing culture. I just can't get it. I'm so glad I'm not interested.
Same.
Yeah, what a waste of time.
It's a business thing most of the time.
Well, Bill brings up that this could have been a park. This can be a bunch of other things, but it's just for you rich assholes. So, I mean, yeah, he makes a good statement towards that, but there's other ways to go about that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then he jumps the fence, another fence, but this one actually has barbed wire.
Man, this is a rough moment.
Oh, wait, yeah. No, then we flash back to his mom's house, yada, yada, yada. Basically what I alluded to before, but he finds out that him and his wife are divorced, and that for some reason Bill thinks that his mom had something to do with it. I don't really know why. Do you guys feel like there's anything that would have alluded to that? What she would have done?
Where did he where did he get that outfit? It's so bad. I can't. I'm trying to change my voice to make it sound deeper, but it won't. Where did he get that outfit?
The surplus store, I believe.
Yeah, he got it there.
The army surplus store.
I can't. Yeah, I didn't pick that up.
He does a costume change when he goes full villain.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, so that's what's going on. Like he decides to he kind of embraces that, and then like they change the wardrobe to reflect what is going on in terms of his character.
Yeah.
Yeah, more from sympathetic to not sympathetic to like he's gonna get his comeuppance one day.
He actually looks like a villain now.
Yeah, so he jumps the fence. There's a family there barbecuing, and he kind of holds them hostage for a little bit.
That was freaky.
That's what I was trying to look up. I was genuinely confused because I had to skip back because I thought I missed something. I thought that y'all knew each other. The way with the way they were talking to each other, it seemed like they already they knew who he was.
They thought he was like some sort of security contractor. It sounded like.
Or
maybe not security, but some contractor of a sort.
Yeah, I saw something online.
Like he was there to do like some work on the house.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
and they're probably a little off guard then.
Yeah, I think they thought that they were in trouble for using it, but yeah, he basically said like, no, we're allowed to because the owners are gone. Yeah. So he breaks up a barbecue, kind of holds them hostage for a little bit, and then we learn that he is letting them know that he has a little daughter, and you can kind of see where he's really starting to unravel. He honestly thinks that he's going to go back to his house. He's going to be embraced. They're going to have a great birthday party with his daughter, and yeah, everything will be great. So it is kind of crazy. Okay, and then we're here. So this is the third time that the cops have been called out, I believe. And basically this woman is just super not sympathetic at all and says, well, if you want to change something, then vote no on limiting the amount of police force that we have. So
that's a real moment. I mean, gosh, it could have happened to us at any point in time, in recent time. I mean,
yeah, it really toes like what is actually going on today. It's crazy that from inflation to people that are actually villains, despite what people would consider villains nowadays, who actually are villains. Then it also talks about defunding police or not having enough staff. So it hits a lot of different topics. It's really, really good. And then construction, which everyone seems to hate.
It all just goes to show that shit never changes. It's always the same.
Was it the same in the 90s as it is today? Yeah, and then we're kind of winding down. So this is, I believe, the 5th call that Bill makes to his family and lets his ex-wife know that he'll be there and that he was going to pick something up, but everything's changed since they've been there last. So, he can't, or would his daughter like something that, that is not exactly what she would want. And then the wife thinks to herself, whoa, crap, he's really close. So I should probably leave now, which I would have gone to a family member's house at this point if I'm really that worried. But she stays local, I guess. And what I love, I told Kyle about this. So before this scene, she realizes that he's close because he's at the pier and she lives super close to the pier. So she leaves while he is running up the driveway into the house, and she leaves out the back and runs out the steps and runs towards the pier. I told Kyle, I was like, this just feels like a bad dream to me. I've had a dream like this where I've just made it out the door and there's a person behind me running and I think that I'm being sneaky and you could just feel them tailing you. So I could feel the panic from her.
That's I like that because I feel like I've had dreams like that before as well. So I understand.
It's creepy. It's unsettling. Did you guys feel that at all in the moment where you could feel?
It's like an adrenaline.
Yeah. But he seems pretty content to just stay inside for Oh,
Yeah, he's making himself a home.
yeah.
It's just chilling.
Just watching some
chilling.
home movies.
Jay
you know?
chilling. Jay chilling.
What does that mean?
Just chilling.
Oh, okay.
Jay chilling.
I'm not that cool anymore.
That's Gen Z lingo, bro.
Ah.
Bruh.
Everyone's a bra now.
Oh,
Which is interesting.
I don't
Yeah,
think
you
that's
guys.
not Gen Z lingo. I don't know what that is. I just made it up.
Really? It might catch on.
Yeah. Hear me, people.
So
hear
no
me.
one actually says Jay chillin' then.
Maybe they do. I don't know. Maybe I've heard it. I don't know. Say it came from me.
I can't
Gen
keep up with
Jax.
all this bullshit anymore.
Thank you, Matt. I don't know. I don't know.
Matt, y'all had your lingo. You
I
heard
don't-
Megan. She said
Well, no,
it's
we
not
have things that-
clocking. She said
we
it's not clocking to him. It's not
I
clocking
said
to him.
I said things
Okay,
like,
one
like
thing.
dude and cool. Like that's it. Which I think you guys still say too, you know. I mean, I guess I just don't have as much Riz.
Oh,
Nice.
I
When
don't
the
like
lingo
Riz. I don't
was
like the word.
Ratchet, I was so confused. I'm like, is Ratchet good or bad?
Ratchet's
I
not
don't
good.
know. It's not good.
Nobody wants to be Ratchet.
Okay.
Yeah, no cap.
Definitely no.
I never liked that one.
No, I never. No, that's stupid.
Hip.
On God.
On Diddy. On Diddy.
It's ridiculous.
My bad.
Oh my gosh.
The trigger
yeah,
word, man.
They're onto us now. Jeez, why you gotta say that?
Yeah.
This whole stream gets taken down.
Well, you got the scene in the surplus store that might get it taken down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not monetized at this point, so I guess it doesn't really matter. My 37 people that are enjoying my content are just like, drat, it got taken down completely. Jeez, they'll
I can't
be so
believe you showed that.
devastated.
That's so great.
Kyle's like, you should show this. I'm like, this is a great scene. And then, yeah,
gosh.
it's fine. I got nothing
Kyle
to lose.
recommends. Yeah.
Got nothing to lose at this point.
Man.
Yeah, so at this point, yeah, he's watching home movies, and I think that he is kind of having an understanding that he's not a great father, perhaps, but then is like, okay, well, I need to go to my wife because her favorite place was the pier, and then leaves. So did you guys feel that he was maybe getting some type of insight that what he's doing isn't the best?
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
I mean, his frustration and that like irritability didn't like lessen at all. I mean, once he, the only reason why we see him, go over to the ex-wife and the daughter and find them at the docks isn't because, he feels bad for how he treated them or anything. I mean, he was not trying to console them and tell them he's different. I mean, he was acting just the same as he always did when he went on over there to the pier. So I don't know. I didn't see that, but maybe that was happening. That's an interesting insight.
Well,
Yeah,
it's not like a moment where he sees it and it's like, oh man, self-reflection. I'm gonna change now. It's more like, I don't know. I think he's just kind of made peace with the kind of person he is.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I thought there was a little bit of remorse, but maybe it's just a woman's like look at it perspective that
Yes.
he seemed a little bit sympathetic, maybe a little bit of remorse, but it's weird because it's just a glimpse, and then he goes right back into I
Yeah.
gotta get her back. So
I love how I love how he like does not see any like he's doing everything like as if there's not going to be any consequences.
Yeah, it just gets worse and worse. Like
Yeah.
he has zero shits left, right?
No, it's like he's like he's just casually jogging over to the pier, the boardwalk, as if there aren't cops looking for him.
Yeah.
And that is I mean, he's wanted. He's completely chill.
which this is an interesting thing. Thanks for bringing this up, Luke. The cops don't seem to be really a looming threat.
Seriously.
Maybe at the bus stop, but that was really about it.
What
Well, it's
about
because he was so many steps ahead.
what
they
about the
were
drive-by?
They were pretty far behind most of the time.
the
But the-
drive-by shooting? You know how many witnesses there were that saw him shoot the dude in the leg?
Yeah, but the cops weren't. There wasn't really a chase scene between him and the cops. Is what I'm kind of saying. There wasn't.
It's kind of annoying.
Just these.
It might be
two
realistic,
people.
right? I mean, I doubt it's as dynamic and quick as we hope it is, like in a lot of movies and series, right? I mean, I bet it is slow, and I bet the offender has quite a few steps ahead.
True. Yeah. Yeah, I would have liked to seen a little bit of like a maybe he actually uses a car and drives somewhere. It just seemed everything was by foot. But then they didn't really get to show a lot of that in between. So a car would have been interesting, and then he gets pulled over. But yeah. So then again, boring side plot. We find out that Amanda is just becoming more and more unraveled, which is Duvall's wife, and yeah, he basically puts her in her place and says, yeah, I want food in the oven when I come back. And, I don't give a shit. And just starts yelling at her, which apparently is what she wanted and or
She was
needed.
into that. Kind of freaky.
I thought about you, Jackson, during this scene. It was so
What is that supposed
You
to
thought
be?
about me? That's weird.
I could just because I could just hear you cheering.
You
while
like
watching
me.
Yeah. you get her.
I think you wanted me to put you in your place like that.
That's why I was so disappointed we didn't watch Tuesday.
The next live stream will be really interesting. Next Tuesday.
Yeah,
Jackson
right.
puts me in my place next Tuesday.
I'm
I'm prepared.
He had a fair warning.
Yeah, it's gonna get messy.
And then we try and get back to action. So Duval and Sandra are trying to run out. However, Duval gets stopped because it's his retirement party. This guy's an ass. Basically says that your wife's gross looking or grotesque. And yeah, Duval punches him. Very old man like though. Like even then, I was like, that was a weak punch.
The love tap.
But like very
he's
comically, he
old.
falls down into the cake. It's like, oh my gosh, this peak 90s right here. Yeah. Then they show up to which again, with all the traffic, you think that they would have been slowed down at some point getting to his house, but I don't know. I'm nitpicking at this point because I'm getting annoyed with them.
Do you know what this scene kind of reminded me of? Or pretty much the whole ending kind of remind me of Heat. You know what I'm saying?
I wish I knew. I don't know.
Like,
I haven't seen it
yeah,
yet.
that's right. You haven't seen Heat. That's right.
Like
Sorry.
the Val Kilmer stuff.
Yeah, like no. Like the whole chase sequence.
Oh, I see. Like, okay,
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah.
And De Niro.
Megan, you gotta
That's a
watch
good
Heat.
one.
It's
Yeah.
so
I will.
good.
I will.
That would be a fun one to talk about on here.
That would be.
Yeah.
Well, because there was a couple that I haven't seen, a lot of classics that I haven't seen. So I watched Chinatown before this, which was awesome. I love Chinatown. And then I tried to watch Mulholland Drive. Haven't watched all of it because it was kind of boring. So
No. A good companion piece to Chinatown is LA Confidential. Have you seen that? Okay.
Yes, I have.
Okay, after the
been
stream's
a while.
over, you gotta watch. Okay, that movie's fucking awesome. So that's one of the best movies like ever.
I'm writing it
Man,
down.
hells yeah.
If anything, I will rewatch it.
That
Hells
movie's
yeah,
dope as
brother.
hell. But that's like to me, Chinatown and that one have some tonal similarities.
Nice. Well, I will. I need to watch more movies. For sure, Casino, because I feel like that's an iconic one.
Joe
Casino's
Pesci's
great.
great in Casino. He's the best
The
part.
problem with Casino is you're just going to compare it to Goodfellas, and Goodfellas to me has like the edge, but Casino is still fantastic. Like it's a great movie.
I was gonna watch that the other night. I was watching like the preview on Netflix, like the free preview it shows, and if it weren't like 3 hours, I was gonna play it.
That movie has like one of the best like pacing I've ever seen. The movie just once it starts, it just goes and it just moves. It's the best way to put it. It moves. So you should watch it. It's good.
I definitely will. I will. I have a list that I need to get to.
See, I like shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
These are
Hashtag
good ones,
Matt like
right? I
shit.
mean, you can't argue with those.
Yeah,
Matt like shit. Hashtag.
Like some shit. Not everything. I didn't mean it in like a bad way.
Matt hates everything.
That might be better. Matt hates everything.
That's a good name, and then you have like a segment where it's positive.
Your name should
It's
be
1
Matt.
out of 10 videos.
Matt,
You know,
why don't
like
you-
Hardcut, you guys don't have any. Do you guys have positive videos? Do you ever make positive ones?
Sure. We're gonna make
Okay.
one. We're gonna make one. Our next video will be positive.
Oh, good, good.
So we just
So
saw
good.
Project Hail Mary,
Oh, good.
Oh,
Nice.
and that was good.
Kyle and I need to see that.
That was a
yeah.
good one.
It was very good.
It was so good. I'm going to spoil it for you, Megan. So at the very
No,
end,
don't. Strike 3. It's gonna be strike 3, and you're about to be out.
No, I thought actually I might have liked it a little bit more than Bobby, which doesn't really happen that much. But
What's
I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys
Oh,
in
yeah.
sync,
Yeah.
which is pretty
Seen
cool.
Bobby.
We're pretty much in sync, but like every now and then there might be something that there's like a little discrepancy, and usually like I don't like it as much as he does. So, but in this case, by just the initial conversation we had about it, I feel like I liked it a little bit more than him.
Do you guys talk about it for a long time, or just kind of a quick banter back and forth? Like, yeah, I liked it, and then you guys go into detail when you actually sit down.
No, we'll come out of the movie and like kind of hash it out. And we won't talk about it as long as our reviews are, but we do
Okay.
hash things out typically right away. But then we'll we wait like a day or two, and then we record.
Nice. You guys are getting the
Good
lore
stuff.
now. You're welcome,
Yes,
viewers.
the hard cut lore. There you go.
The lore.
I always thought like a good review format would be like, I don't know what the title, like the channel title could be called, but like some sort of like parking lot review where like you're just like heading out to the parking lot with your friend, the camera's following you, and then you're talking about the movie in the parking lot. Like you're just kind of like leaning against your cars, talking about the movie, because that's like the best time to talk about a movie. It's like when it's all fresh, you know?
Yeah.
That would be really great. You guys got to do it, Matt.
Yeah, but then it's like permits and, you know, shit like that you
Wow.
gotta consider.
Dang.
But you should totally do like a dolly shot behind you guys as you guys were talking.
That would be cool. That would be
But
cool.
like,
That's how I see it.
How high?
It would be you know, like our eye level, I think, you know. But as you're talking about it, you're circling around the conversation.
Yeah, that'd be difficult to do.
It would be.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like it. All right. This is what annoyed me too. So Sandra is wearing a full-on purse. I don't. Why would you fucking do that? That makes no sense.
It's a style of the 90s, man.
She maybe she has 5 guns in there, maybe, but it's probably just lipstick and her wallet. But yeah, stupid.
She probably has one firearm in there, and then probably like an ankle firearm.
But why wouldn't you leave that? Okay, are they? They're not on foot. Are they? I don't know. I'm not even gonna pull it up. I don't know if they're on foot or in a car, but it makes no sense here or there. Leave it at the office or put it in the car. Okay, enough about the purse. Back on track.
That's something no man would notice.
Did you guys notice that? I guess
I didn't notice that. I've never noticed
Hey,
that.
your unique perspective.
Yeah. Yay. Yeah, I feel like I should probably be winding down. I feel bad for you guys. So yeah. So I thought it was interesting. Duval basically says, I'll go through the front, and then Sandra's gonna go through the back. But then Duval is dumb and doesn't realize that he doesn't have his gun on him. And it's so weird. It happens so quick. I wish I could play this scene. So this happens. They're walking up. He says to Sandra about here, I'll take the front, you take the back. He looks down, looks at his missing weapon, looks back up, and then hears a shot. Like, how fast is Sandra reaching the backyard that quick and then also gets shot? Unless he's standing in the backyard already, I would think that he's in the house. But I don't know. It just seemed really quick. Too quick for me. Did anyone feel that way?
I can't remember that specifically. So
Yeah, I'm kind of blanking from the
Am I
scene
just
right
being
here.
nitpicking between the person? And then actual
you're
scene?
laying it hard on the Duvall stuff, man. Like
I really don't like him, Matt. He stinks. He stinks.
Here we go. This is where it heats up right here.
Yes. Oh, I kind of missed it. So yeah, yeah, we got Bill, the tracking shot of him running down the pier, which is interesting. And yeah, he runs up to his wife basically with an embrace and going to kiss her and everything, thinking that in his warped mind that they're just going to get right back together. And obviously she is freaked out and
The
is wondering-
struggled kisses were rough.
It was really difficult to
Man.
wash.
I don't think I've ever seen a struggled kiss like that in my life in anything.
It was it was
Oof.
gross. But yeah, that happens. Then he goes to his daughter. Is basically like Jackson said before. So he basically says, "Oh, you've gotten so big." So yeah, he hasn't seen her for a while. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sad.
And what I love, I wish I could freeze frame on one specific part because we see Duval leave the house as Sandra is in the backyard shot. And then I wish I could beforehand, but I don't know. So he's sharing this moment with this family, and then you look over and Duval just starts talking with some popcorn in hand. He's like, "Hey, I used to have a daughter."
That's very on brand for his character. To be fair,
It lessens the situation. It kind of calms down the the high energy
intensity.
Yeah.
That's true. I just thought it was comical. I didn't dislike Duval in that scene, but I just thought it was funny.
I bet him posing as that relaxed character, kind of leveled the tension a decent amount. I mean, I think if you see that guy approaching you during this high intensity moment where so much has led to this point, you would kind of let your guard down a bit, which is what he did. And there you go. His gun goes flying away.
Well, it goes well because he's telling, for me, again, hating Duval, he's telling this boring story about his family.
You're messed up. It's a good story.
I don't care.
It's sad.
I really don't care. So he's telling this boring story, and then he gives this popcorn to the little girl, and the little girl, enough because he knows I'm going to tell this boring ass story about my life, and it's going to bore this little girl so much that she's going to share the popcorn with her dad, and he's going to set down the gun. So he's playing 4D chess over there. He's going to set down the gun, and then I'm going to make eye contact with the wife and let her know to kick the gun, or I'm going to kick the gun. She's going to pick it up. And so a lot of subtle things, but it all hinged on Duval telling a boring ass story, which is exactly what happened. If you guys don't know, his wife wasn't ready to be a wife. They have a child together, and then the child dies from SIDS, they say, but the child was 2 years old, so it makes no sense.
I think it was like Munchausen's by proxy or something. She just seems like that type.
She gives that vibe for sure.
She does. She gives the Munchausen's vibe.
She gives the mentally ill vibes for sure. But yeah, so that happens, and there's really nothing to say at that point. The wife grabs the gun. It was kind of a funny lap around as she's kind of running, obviously girly run around it, and then just chucks it into the pier, or into the water from the pier. And yeah, now he's gunless, and his ex-wife is running away to safety, and then here comes the show off between Duval and Bill. And this was interesting. What were your guys' thoughts on the build up to this? Because I've kind of just talked a lot about what I didn't like. Do you guys feel for him and his daughter died?
Yes. For Duval?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I remember him mentioning like his family's backstory, but like you're kind of like, I don't really have much memory because that's not really where my main focus was. So I don't even know why I spoke out about it if I don't really have much to say. So
Nice.
Somebody else go.
Where's your thoughts, Jackson?
Let's see. Well, it was, like his character, it's such a roller coaster ride leading up to this. For the longest time, you're kind of built to respect him and empathize for him because of his shit out of luck situation, which at some point in time of our life, we've all been in sort of a low space, right, where it just doesn't seem like anything's going for us. And geez, I mean, it really hits home when you see how much his ex-wife vilifies him. And it's like there's nothing going for him. All he has is his mom, who he doesn't really, I guess, seem to care about too much. He never mentions her, and it sounds like he has a strange relationship with her at home. And all he wants is to be with his family again. And he has these delusions that it's still present in his life. And I think in this concluding moment, this concluding sequence, it's finally realized that he is completely divorced from everything that matters in his life. And you see him at this low point, and he realizes he's the villain, and he never imagined that. He always thought he was a clear-minded, independent person who thought differently than everybody else. And gosh, there's just so many emotions playing into us while we're watching his character. And you see so many highs and lows for him. You still root for him, even though he's this villain, as he says. And I think, like, for me, I mentioned it earlier, when he chooses to, what do you want to call it? Like, I don't want to say the word, but like death by cop, choosing to get shot by a cop as a way to, end yourself. Like, I always think that's such a horrible thing to do to somebody else. And, Robert Duvall, this was his last day. And, it's great he didn't get shot and die, but this is something that's going to mess with him for the rest of his life. And, we don't know how many people Duvall's had to shoot or the kind of action he's been involved with. I mean, he's been involved with robberies. That doesn't mean that it's always violent crime he's going to be dealing with. And this could have been like the first guy he ever killed. So I don't know. I think I feel bad for Duvall's character. And, despite his more mundane storyline, I think it was important to meet in the middle here at the very end and put these two very different characters together to end the show.
Yeah, and it does for sure end. Yeah. So Bill alludes to him actually having more guns. Like, I have a bunch of guns. And what I've kind of mistaken, not brought up previously, but his daughter was gifted, or her mom bought her a water gun. So he has picked this up from his two guns. So he has picked up the water gun and then the gun that has just got thrown off into the water. So, which is a water gun at this point. But yeah, so he has a water gun on him, but is saying that he has other guns on him. And Duvall has a showdown with them. It's like, okay, we're going to draw on 3. And then he goes, draws, has the water gun. Duvall shoots him. He falls off the bridge, the pier, into the water.
I was kind of sad.
It is. And the reason for that was because of wanting the life insurance for his daughter, he says.
Right. I don't think that Duvall in real life, would let it go that far. Definitely not agree to a showdown, I don't think. Because that's 50-50 chance of death right there, potentially.
Well, he didn't know if he actually
there was no other thing he could do
on him. Yeah, he didn't know if he actually had a gun on him.
Could run up to him and put his hands behind his back.
I think this was his best bet, defending himself at a distance. He approaches him. He's he's got the advantage at this point. I don't think there was anything else he could do. It's sad, it was a desperate situation. You got to act fast.
Very stressful.
The thing was too that he didn't know, because even Duvall says, you didn't know, what were you going to do if I hadn't apprehended you? And he says, well, I don't know what I would have done. So you don't even know. He wasn't really, like Matt has said several times, he's not planning ahead. So he doesn't know what he would have done, but Duvall thinks of that as just bullshit at this point. That he would have harmed his family, which I don't. Do you guys think that he would have actually harmed his family?
No, I did not. No, I don't think he was.
I don't think so either. Again, they don't. That whole aspect is kind of weak about it.
I think Jackson is.
I felt like he was gonna do it. I thought he was gonna do it. He was gonna shoot him.
Like, take out his family. Like,
he looked like he was erratic. He was going crazy.
Is that pleasurable to you, Jackson?
It looked like we were going to see the final send off. He finally, the story of the crazed, erratic husband who takes revenge on the wife and family for all the wrong that he's been dealt in life. You know, it really seemed like I think Duvall did a great job at like pinning this whole situation to that narrative. And I didn't even think about that this whole time, but you know, there's a million you know, crime documentaries about that story itself, right? The husband, you know, who's pushed away from the family, goes crazy and kills everyone. So yeah, I thought that was a clever way to kind of throw us off the scent, because I don't think any of us imagined that that was his idea. But you know what? You saw the crazy in his eyes at that point. How he was acted with her. It's like, man, he could actually do it. I don't know.
That's true. I don't know if he was trying to play off of his emotions at that moment. Like, you don't know. You could have, but yeah. So he dies. Bill dies. He's off the pier, as we've previously seen. And then the next scene is them at the ex-wife's house.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, which for some reason I thought it just ended with the pier scene, but no. They go back to the house, and that's when Duvall sits down with the little girl, asks her name, or maybe yeah. And yeah, and realizing that the banter back and forth kind of made me chuckle, because again, he's really great with kids. He's has that childlike mentality. Maybe it's just him, but yeah, what I love is that she asked, "What's your name?" Which, again, I think that he didn't actually, for some reason, he wasn't given a first name, and he goes, "My name's Mud." She's like, "That's not your name." Like, well,
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, why didn't they give us his first name? That's weird.
Because it was too hard to pronounce his last name.
Pendergast. Prendergast.
Pendergast.
Nice.
Yeah, and then we end with the TV on with the home movie showing.
Nice.
All right. I'm gonna add in a quick person right now. We got Kyle on.
Look who's here.
Oh, what up, Kyle?
Stanley
we can't
himself.
hear you. Can't hear you.
We still can't hear you. He's trolling us. He's such a troll.
The backyard kind of sucks for a lot of
Finally,
stuff.
I've been begging. I want to see this, Kyle. I want to see Megan and Kyle on a stream together. It's finally happening.
Megan and the AI.
Yes.
She's here.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
It's okay, probably. Yeah.
But Kyle, what was what's everyone's thoughts of the ending? What do they think about the movie?
I feel like the move, like at the end, they're trying to build up to this confrontation between defense and Prendergast, but no one really gives a shit about Prendergast, so it's not really like that important, you know. Like, I don't look. This is a good movie. It is, and it's one of those 90s movies that kind of came out and people saw it and were like, yeah, that was good, and then that was it. But it kind of found new life and more people are watching it and appreciating it, which I do like. But you know, it's not perfect, and I'm kind of with you, Megan. Like, the whole Prendergast stuff definitely slows down what the movie should have been.
I feel like this whole stream I could have just mouthed the words Prendergast and just had Matt say it. Prendergast. That's the word that she's looking for.
I think it's strange that this movie resurfaced. I don't exactly get why. I imagine there's a lot of movies kind of similar to this sort of quality.
Well, I think what's going on is people are realizing, wow, movies fucking suck now. So they're like going to the back catalog to find things that
That's
are
what
good.
we're doing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So even the things that were just like, all right, when they came out, like, they're just seen as like, holy shit, this is really good in comparison. And it's true.
The
Falling
reason
Down is
why
like
a lot of films are from the past coming back into theaters,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't surprise me if something of this ilk gets back in the theaters eventually.
yeah.
That'd
Oh,
be a good one to bring back.
It sucks because like I'm at the age that I'm at, I'm getting older, and so I'm like, holy shit, is this like a case of like, okay, I'm old, and so I think that all new things are gay,
Not it.
you know? But I really don't think that's what it is. I think that there's like a like legitimate objective measurement that like movies now just fucking suck.
Yeah.
You know, I always like, you can like go on to IMDb and look at movies. You can like look up a year. So you can look at 1985 and see all the movies that came out in 1985. And when you do that, it's like one great fucking movie after another. And every now and then there's like a bomb and there is something that's not good. But it's the polar opposite nowadays. Like everything is shit. And then every now and then you get something that's good or decent, and I don't think that's just like an old man's opinion. I really just think that is the state of things that we're in right now.
Do you think of yourself as an old man now, Matt?
Well, I don't know, like Brawler and these two guys might think that I'm an old guy.
Old.
So
you don't act old either.
No.
You are you're crude like an old man, though.
Oh, that's fun. That's called.
Or maybe
fun.
it's the opposite. He's crude, young man.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. There's two versions of
like
that.
your wholesome ass.
Hey, I'm crude too.
And then you prove it by saying, "Damn it."
Nice. What are your thoughts, Kyle?
I think this movie has segments of it that are really great, that hold up, that are really relevant to today. And the aspects of how to make it better are cut down a lot of the Robert Duvall scenes,
Thank you.
or at least make them a little more interesting. And I agree with Matt, as I said in the chat, that you make his name is Bill, right?
I always just call
Bill.
him defense, but yeah.
William Bill.
Make him more normal, right? You make him more normal and not have a precursor of he has some kind of dysfunction in his marriage. It really would have been, it would have held up more had his character had a normal family life, in fact, and to see how far the culture takes him into insanity, essentially. And a lot of the stuff that he encounters, we are witnessing today a lot more so. It's actually more relevant today than it was back then.
Which is also why I think it's like kind of had the resurgence that it's had. It's because of how things are nowadays.
Exactly. Yeah. And one film actually that surprisingly I saw parallels with was the film Cellular with Chris Evans. A lot of people don't know about this thriller, but it's a really tight, fun thriller where you have a guy who gets a phone call from someone who's been kidnapped, and she clicks some wires together on an old phone and gets a hold of Chris Evans, he's just, college age guy who's going around LA, and he gets this random phone call from this woman who's been kidnapped, and she's trying to get some help from him. Meanwhile, William H. Macy plays a cop who is putting together these random series of aggressive events or even violent events of, Chris Evans, he steals a battery charger from a cell phone shop, and he's putting together these events of it being the same person, which is very similar to what happens in Falling Down that Robert Duvall does. So I wonder if there was a bit of inspiration to Cellular from Falling Down, this movie. So if you want to see like it's not a lot, Cellular doesn't have a lot of commentary when it comes to culture, etc. It's more just a straight fun thriller, which a lot of the early 2000s had. Falling Down has more deeper context to it. And but at the same time, there are a lot of great thrillers, and even Jimmy in the chat, Scottish Geek Guy, he mentioned a few of them.
Let's go, Jimmy.
He mentioned I mentioned Phone Booth, which was a Joel Schumacher, another movie that he did.
Solid. That's solid.
Yeah,
movie.
a solid thriller. It's like 80 minutes. Pretty great.
It's like all real time, pretty much.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And you don't see a lot of movies do that anymore. But ultimately, the movie could have been better. But I'm really glad that, Megan, you decided to do this film, because I didn't watch this film until earlier today. And Megan prompted this whole, live stream and decided what movie she wants to do. I never influence her about what to do. She decides what the fuck she wants to do, and that's what's really cool.
Actually, tried to sway me with Oh Hi. It's like, don't do Oh Hi. Don't do Oh Hi. I'm gonna do Oh Hi.
I tried to dissuade her from certain movies that
I said, don't do it with sin.
That's a random
I'm doing
choice.
it with sin. Go ahead. What were you saying, brother?
Well, that was it. I just said that was a random choice.
Sweet.
Oh, hi. I've never heard of that in my life.
It came out last year.
Oh, was it good?
I mean, that's a difficult question to ask.
Wait,
That's
is
Kyle's pick
it called
here.
like Oh High or Oh High?
Oh,
Like-
no,
Ohio.
High. Oh,
Okay, okay.
high, but it.
Ohio.
All right.
What?
Oh, Ohio. Okay.
There's
Just
like a little
Ojai.
there's like a little like ritzy city in California called Ojai. So I wasn't sure if that's what the movie was called.
Ah.
It could have been called Oh Shit.
Ah. But yeah, there's a couple of movies like I've talked with the guys so far, Casino and Heat, but there's just a bunch of movies on my radar. I just keep while you guys are chatting or talking in live streams, I'll kind of go on Pinterest sometimes and I'll just look at other movies that are similar to movies that I like, and I just kind of fall down a rabbit hole. So it's fun.
Nice.
But yeah, I like this movie a lot. Obviously, there's some flaws. I've talked about it a lot, mainly Duval's side quest. But yeah, and I think again, I'm trying to. He's such a dynamic character. It's kind of hard to know where he falls, where Bill falls, and yeah, I honestly think that chaotic neutral does whatever they want. I think would probably be my guess with him. But throughout the whole movie, which is interesting, you can't say that he's this consistently because he doesn't do things for self gain a lot of the time. So
Yeah, you don't know what he's going to do next. He's unpredictable.
I was thinking he's a vigilante, but yeah, with what you're talking about before, yeah. Yeah, I've just kind of thrown it out to because I feel bad, guys. I have not said much, and then we'll end it in a little bit. Ian has a lot to say. Sup, Ian? Let's go back to fast food restaurants when they were like mini theme parks.
Yeah.
Simpler times.
Watch The
real.
Founder with Michael Keaton about beginning of McDonald's. It was actually a good film.
I love The Founder. That's one of
was
my
great,
favorites.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you why I changed his mind about Lunch Megan. He's crazy. Nice. True. I was hoping there was something deep that I missed, but I guess not. Also got to factor in the scene with a neo-Nazi. With the neo-Nazi is Michael Douglas is Jewish. Nice. Great. Ben, sup Ben, if you're still here. This is one of those films that I've been meaning to watch. Great film discussion choice. And then quick from Jimmy. It's interesting how the writer of this only wrote 2 movies and had more known as an actor. Mostly, albeit mostly smaller. Kids today will never will understand the pleasure of watching a prime Michael Douglas act.
That's true. Like this, Romancing the Stone, Black Rain. If you guys haven't seen Black Rain, you should watch that. It's an underrated Ridley Scott movie. That movie's it's awesome. Michael Douglas is great in it. There's a part in the movie where he's on a plane, and like the movie's about an American cop taking a Japanese like Yakuza boss back to Japan. And then like there's like a mix up. So now he's like an American cop over in Japan. So it's like that fish out of water action thriller. But anyways, he's on the plane with the Japanese guy. Japanese guy is staring at him, and Michael Douglas just looks at him and says, "What the fuck are you looking at?" And like the way he says it, it's like only Michael Douglas can deliver it. That way.
Those.
Good movie though. You should watch it.
All right.
Sounds good.
Also, great Hans Zimmer score in that movie, and you hear like the DNA for his Dark Knight score in that.
Love Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, a little connection to The Dark Knight and Batman Begins is James Newton Howard did the score.
Did the score for this?
Down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Nice.
Sweet.
Because they did it in collaboration with each other. The Batman Begins score, at least. So
That and Dark Knight. I mean, it still mostly is the Hans Zimmer stuff, but yeah. In Dark Knight, James Newton Howard did all the Harvey Dent material.
All right. I think it's a couple more chats, but it's kind of just banter back and forth. Well, thank you, chat, for chatting along, letting us know your thoughts. Chatting along. What is I was going to ask the question, but I think it's at this point we've kind of answered it. So, should this be a remake or sequel? Should there be a remake or sequel?
Gosh,
No.
that hurts.
No, fuck no.
That question shouldn't be asked about any movie ever again. Like that's it. No
I mean,
sequels, no remakes. I don't care what it is.
What's great about this movie is that it's standalone, and if it were made today, this concept, they would try to make it into a streaming series, and that would just not work out.
Well, it'd also just be straight up white man bad.
And it'd be cringe.
Like
cringe.
You couldn't. There are some movies that like warrant a remake. You just can't make the remake right now because of the way things are. And then like once time sorts itself out and it's not as retarded anymore, like society isn't as retarded anymore, go ahead and make it. This isn't one of them though. Like I just don't think that this should be remade.
Like Kyle said, it's not necessary. You know.
Yeah.
So no, absolute zero.
Okay,
no.
so it's a no across the board. All right, wait for everyone to say it in unison because it was so close. No.
Yeah,
Stand alone. Leave it alone.
Yeah. All right. On that note, what has everyone got going on, and then we'll sign off.
Get started, Matt. Oh, whoops.
sorry, Matt. You go. I'm a selfish bitch. You go.
All right, Luke, come on, spill it.
I was gonna say it's our 50th stream on Tuesday.
Woo,
Kyle,
nice.
Kyle, I don't know if you picked up. My voice is gone.
Hoarse.
Yeah.
It is.
Luke's balls just dropped yesterday.
You're such a dick.
Oh man, that's bad. Yeah, Luke's right. Yep, our 50th stream. We're gonna be talking about Rocketeer with our friend Ian.
Awesome.
Ian's been dying to talk about Rocketeer, so we're talking about Rocketeer, Ian. So he's gonna be joining us.
One, dude. That was a really good pick for you to do. That's a great film. That's on the level of, it might be the greatest film to not, one of the greatest films to not get a sequel.
Wow, man.
Same guy directed Captain America 1, the movie that I fucking hate.
The best Captain America.
You guys have to talk about the music though in Rocketeer. That's a great score.
Man, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, Rocketeer for our 50th.
Beautiful. It's epic. Yeah.
Wait, you guys haven't seen Rocketeer yet?
No.
Oh yeah, it's
Whoa.
good, and the music again is.
Am I gonna weep? Please say yes.
No, but the score is amazing though. The music really is good.
I want to weep
Horner.
with Kyle. I just want to have a good weep with Kyle. Really good weep.
Me too. Me
I think
too.
that's coming at the end of the month, dude.
Yes, that's for sure.
I won't spoil it because that's
No
on
spoilers.
you.
That'll be
your
good.
cue. Yeah.
That'll be good. Looking forward to that.
All right, and I don't know whenever I'm going to do another video, so I need
Man,
to
that's
actually do
it.
that.
You don't know
Every
which
time-
movie is going to be your next stream yet. Yeah.
Yeah, or just a standalone regular video. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like we should be
No
challengers.
retiring, Megan. No retiring.
Just live streams all the time.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, guys. Well, have a good night, everyone. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being in the chat, and have a great day.
You as well.
Sweet dreams, everybody.
See ya.
Yeah. A lot of fun. Yeah. See everybody.